Zertuche, and I'm here at the shop handling it up. We got some weight orders in. Just got finished pulling it up. Not pulling it all, but pulling what we had available. So now it's time to share some info, but I'm going to wait for a few more of y'all to get on there because it's, I don't know, it is crazy now. Normally, when I start doing a live, people beat me to the channel, but I guess it has to do with a lot that I haven't been able to get on live normally like I normally do. But, hold on. Come on. Somebody's there because I saw thumbs up number 2. What's up, Hustle? Jaime, how you doing, boss?
What up, brother?
What's up, bro?
oh
Bro, you're over 900. I saw that. 910 subs.
yeah, it's getting there. Working on it.
Beautiful, man. You're so close to 1,000, bro. That's awesome. That is
I've
real
been
awesome.
posting a lot of shorts and stuff like that. So I got more. It's just I don't want to put out everything all at once.
Yeah, no, don't do that because all you'll do is you'll flood it and the algorithm won't be able to post it all. And so if you post back to back to back to back, all of these get drowned out and you only get the credit for like the last one kind of deal.
Yeah.
So post one and then like 4 hours later, 2 hours later, then you post another one and then do that. But try to keep the same tempo or timing that you put it, but also pay attention to the analytics of when you post a video, where you're getting the most views. Like if you notice, like if you put one at 9 in the morning, then at 11, at 2,
Oh yeah,
at
yeah,
3,
yeah. I
and
know what you
5,
mean. Yeah.
see which ones get the most views, and then you start concentrating in those hours. You know what I mean?
It's weird. Like 4 in the morning. Like my biggest jumps have been 4 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. So I tried like staggering throughout the day. Like I'll do one at work, and then I'll do one when I get home, and I'll do one when I'm in bed. And like the ones that hit the most is like 4 in the morning. But I don't know. Some all my stuff is just America, and I think I got Canada too, but I don't have it in other countries.
I just got an email saying that what country was it? It was America's number 1, but number 2 from like the most views was India or something like that. Now it's
Because
like,
their
wow,
population. It would have been China if they wasn't censored.
true, true. Yeah, I could definitely see that. So,
Man, shit, I need to jump on India then. My name is Raj. Like, look at the shark buddy.
oh man,
I mean, no
what's up?
disrespect by that. My roots go back to India. It's just I got 4 generations in the Caribbean. I don't speak any other language but English and like that, Caribbean dialect. But yeah, so I definitely don't mean any disrespect by doing the accent. My roots go back there.
Thank you. Come again.
There we go, my buddy.
Oh, that's too
That's it.
fun.
I'm getting a shit ton of views now from India. I'm gonna lock in.
Right, right. Let me see if I can. Um, well, it's not showing it right now, but um, yeah, it shows United States, Canada, Australia, United Kingdom, Germany, Indonesia, India was like number 8 or 7, number 7. But
Huh.
it was weird. It was showing that like in the last, I guess, you know what? That's 28 days. Let me check the last 7 days. It was 5. So I guess when I had seen that email a few weeks ago, it was number 2. Yeah, like right there, like 90 days out, India was number 2.
On your
So
channel or just in
yeah,
general? Oh, that's
on
you,
my
huh?
channel. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that 5.1% of people were watching my channel in India.
Hmm.
Then it was India, Russia, Canada, United Kingdom, Germany, Australia, Indonesia, Italy, Uzbekistan. Wow.
Yeah, I need to. My demographic is just America. I need to probably put it worldwide. No,
Well, yeah, we're going for it though. That's what we're shooting
but
for.
yeah. So like on mine, it has a place so you put countries for your stuff to be seen. So I just have America on there, USA. So it's
Oh
not
wow.
shown in any other countries.
Hmm. Why don't you put it for everywhere?
I don't know why you gotta bring up all shit.
All
I don't know.
right.
I didn't think
So
about it. I was like, what if I do that and I'm getting all these comments in like different languages? I don't know, and like I, I don't know.
yeah.
Probably the wrong
Yeah.
idea, but yeah, I need to do that. Yeah, my thing. I think I might have Canada. I don't think so though, because I was just like, nah. But for sure, like I don't have any other countries. Like I looked for Trinidad, and Trinidad's not on there. So
Oh wow.
I was hoping, yeah, I was hoping Trinidad would have been on there because I would have just had USA and Trinidad. Because I got a lot of family in Trinidad, but
Yeah. No. I mean, and you know what? Well, you probably don't know. Um, you do get paid when like a certain amount of views happen in their country.
yeah,
You still get paid their monetization. Like for a while there, I was making more money in Australia than I was getting paid through America. Like I was
interesting.
getting more. I was getting paid from Australia because when it shows through their YouTube on their deal, their dollar was like more valuable than our dollar. So I was getting more pay from Australia's YouTube channel.
That's pretty cool. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, I need to do that. I'm probably that's what's been hurting me too. I probably just haven't.
limited
It's not
yourself.
seen. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Well, damn.
Yeah.
And then I got like so much different things on there. So like I'm seeing like my Iron Man helmet thing I posted got like 10,500 views already. It's like,
That
whoa,
man.
yeah, and it's just an Iron Man helmet and puppy videos.
How'd it go? Hold on.
Mm.
Pretty good, not too bad. Surf was
Y'all catch?
had a couple runs. Um,
Billy's in house.
yeah, I had a couple runs in it again.
Sabili.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh, got my accurate today.
You got what?
My accurate.
Oh, okay. Oh, speaking of which, I got a small package today from Avet.
Oh, is it finally the part?
Finally, the part.
There you go.
So,
About time.
yeah, no joke on that. So,
What part was bad on it?
this part.
Oh, that whole assembly.
So, I guess, I don't know. So, I'm going to pull it off. It's the preset knob for the EXW50. And basically, it's the 3 screws come off, pull it, plug and play kind of deal. So, let me go grab the reel real quick.
Yeah. Is your AC broke, Albert?
No, okay, so we were at about 75 degrees up there. And it's still set at like 64. So I figured I'll turn it off or leave it on, but put it on fan. So that way, if the deal is iced over, it'll melt it and we can get back to being cold. Yes. Yep. Yeah, we definitely need all the trash cans and all of that. All right, so.
You got some folks from Malaysia on and stuff, bro.
The
Cool.
what?
You got some folks from Malaysia.
Oh, yeah, we got uh, Brazil, Italy, France, and what's crazy is it's not. Let me see. In the shorts, I got Germany, Italy, India, France, Brazil, Russia, United Kingdom, the Philippines, and Canada. In my regular videos, Spain, Mexico, South Africa, New Zealand.
Nice.
Feel how light that is.
Doing good, John. Glad to see you on. That's a nice reel.
An Accurate Boss 300.
Mahi. Yeah.
I have it tied off, so
Oh,
yeah. It's smooth.
No fun if I can't crank it.
Well, I can untie it if you want, Albert.
I mean, are you gonna hand me a reel? Well, look at it, but don't play with it.
Don't play.
Oh. Thank you. Come again.
Flip the clicker on. Boom! More views from India.
Fun. It's gonna take off, bro. Shit. Yeah. Let's see. But okay, so I can show you this too. The revenue. It'll also show you what countries you make revenue in. Let me see. It should. I know I've seen that before. Maybe. I don't know. I know there was a deal where I got, like, it showed me where I was making my money for, like, what countries. Yeah, man. I went to the chiropractor earlier, but I think I need to go again, like in the middle of my back. It's not fun right now.
I think check out the clicker action. They have
Coffee
good
grinder.
clickers back here.
Looks like fun, man.
And the rod came with all the stuff to build it, colors matching to this.
Very nice.
Good deal.
So before you're gonna head up to Houston next time, let me know. I promised my buddy up there I'd let him build it. So
Oh, okay.
I don't know when you're planning on heading up there next.
I'm waiting on a confirmation from FTU. But either way, I got FTU and line cutters. Line cutters has got some stuff. I know. Do you want to show them? Rush, do you want to show them?
Oh, I bet. So I've been having some luck using these things here. So it's poker chips, but I have the QR code on the back.
Nice.
So since I had some good luck with it, I had to hook a brother up and show you guys.
Oh,
It came
wow.
out awesome. There you go.
Oh, that is sick, man. That is sick. Very nice.
I'm waiting to see on the preview on your computer to see what it is.
Oh, yeah, it's about 10 seconds behind. Yep.
Ooh, that is nice.
And then he also created the QR code, so on the back,
Got a
as soon as you
box.
scan that, it'll take you right to the YouTube channel.
That's what I call a killer business card right there.
Yeah, yeah.
No one's gonna
Raj
throw that away.
Raj has got some freaking phenomenal ideas, man. So, like, I'm totally stoked that we're
Even
working
if they don't
together.
subscribe, they're gonna keep it. They're gonna put it on their dresser or something. I tell everybody, I was like, man, we do a lot of charity and a lot of giving back. If you go to the casinos, put that in your watch pocket as good luck.
Right, yeah.
Did I tell you what else I have coming in?
No, you didn't.
From the same guy I got this from. He's getting this cleaned out of his store.
Do me a quick favor.
Yeah, what you need, buddy?
Come over here to Jeff's deal, and there should be mailing rent set either on top of his table or on the right.
Our life for life. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
All right, so prayers going out for Holly. I hope she feels all right. And we got Del Rio in here. Or is it Alberto Del Rio? I don't know. That could be a name. Yeah. So, yeah, we got Timothy 4Live, Mr. Moon, John Darnell, John Dule in the house. Hi, man. Let's see who else. Go back up a little bit. Malaysia. I don't even want to try messing up that name, boss. It's Swarren, Daniel, Toby, Gamble.
Toby audio.
Yeah. Summer, how you doing? Let's see.
Joseph.
Yeah. I normally I go through and
cigar.
try to give everybody a shout out that on the channel and stuff like that. Joseph Abrigo, what's up, Shark? Again, looking good.
Cigar.
You have to be
Hey,
careful.
They're asking you a question, boss.
Yeah. So almost every good cigar shop's gonna have the Padron line. I really like the Padron 1926 is one of my favorites. And then I like the CAO Brazil, and the Flathead. I changed it up quite a bit, but for sure the one of my top ones is the that Padron 1926. I do like some Arturo Fuentes with the Opus X's. They get a little pricey, you know, like $30 sticks and stuff like that. Punch
Damn it.
makes a really good cigar. The Rare Corojo from Punch, it's a nice creamy light cigar. It's really awesome after a coffee or some breakfast. It's a good one.
There you go. Yeah. Let's see. Up there offshore, Cage, up over the island, Peak Park, was main experience, staying at the Sheridan while I was on land. Cool deal. Nice deal. So I'm going to try and get this sorted here before I move over because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 reels, 5, 6. Got 6 reels to deal with. 380s, 130.
Regular metric.
All right. Let's see.
But what I have coming in from that same guy,
Uh,
they're all Tiagras in box. 2 130s, 280s, 250 WLRSAs, a 30, a 12, 4 unused Fenwick 8-foot and limited class shark rods, and unused 16 on and unused 14.
an unused 16? Wow.
He's 6 of them. He's clearing out a storage unit. He's moving, so he's
Oh,
giving me
that's how I'm sitting there wondering how.
Can
And
we
a
have
new
one so we
Fenwick?
can have it for show?
Yeah, if you want the 16 and 14, I'll let you put it up here.
Awesome! Finally get to the house.
Nice.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah.
And you said an
Heck,
unused Fenwick?
Unused
One of the ones with the roller guides, the white and brown ones?
No, this is older than that. They're unlimited class.
Oh, jeez.
There very few of them were ever made. And there are, to my knowledge, only 4 that are left unused, still with the plastic wrap on them.
Damn. From a guy
That's
clearing out his storage
Yep,
in
good
Corpus?
friend of mine.
That's awesome.
Not in Corpus. His storage unit's up in Conroe.
Damn it. Yeah, you had everybody looking out real quick.
Man, that's cool. That's a good haul you just mentioned. That's nice.
Yeah. I'm debating on the Shimano's. I'm going to try them out. If I don't like them, might sell them. See if I can get accurate Mahi reels just because I like the Mahi, but we'll see.
I had a Shimano 130 also. I think I sold it to
My
Derek
only
Gardner.
complaint about them, they don't have very much drag. It's smooth drag, but not very good poundage out of them.
And which Shimano are you talking about?
Oh, all of them. All the Shimano Tiagras don't have the best output, but they have smooth drag.
So this works great. That's the new one they just sent in. But the old one, or the new one, but it,
That's the old one.
no, well, the original one. And it doesn't move at all. I wonder
You
why.
minded?
I don't know. It
You
doesn't want
sandlocked
to
it
move.
up.
It's brand new. Brand new,
Oh.
straight from the manufacturer.
Let me see it real quick.
The tolerances was probably too tight when
More
they
than likely.
manufactured it, and now it fit, but it's not going to spin.
Yeah.
Hey, that new one, does it have that little piece sticking out there?
Yep.
Has that same little piece sticking out on the
Yep.
side? I thought maybe that was sticking out too far, but no. Huh.
Their tooling was probably wearing out or something, and they caught a batch. You know, they don't check every single piece, so when they caught it, try make sure that everything's tight. It's probably a little too late. Some reels got out.
Yeah. And then 2, it's the wrong piece.
Oh,
Hey.
damn.
Fixed. Yep. There you go. It's just bound up. Got some pliers on it. Seems to work now. Never question a redneck and his ingenuity, Albert.
It may have been that, like Raj was saying, because even then too, like when you get a brand new reel in, the drag and the clickers have all this grease on it, or not the drag plates, but like the gearing and all of that. So you got to get it working before it
They
actually
got the
starts
factory
to
grease, the
groove in,
manufacturing. Yeah.
You ever seen how
Yep.
accurate they test their reels?
Mhm.
They take a bunch of them out of every batch and put them on a machine, and will run them for a week straight till they fail. And it has to go through a certain amount of cycles on the handle and the clicker and the drag before it fails to pass inspection. Same thing with our anodizing. To get a blemish reel like this is 1 in 1,000.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, it's working.
American ingenuity. Can't beat it.
Yeah. I just dropped one of the screws, so I got to find that. So.
Well, now you got to order a new screw. It's already
I'll
gone.
wait a month.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know they made the Baja Blast in individual bottles.
You did?
Had no idea.
You know they have it in slushy.
Yeah, I knew that, but
I've only found one store that has it.
I think the
I haven't tried that
7-Eleven
yet.
house has them.
Well, this one over here on Horn, or not Horn, Holly. Holly and Crosstown has 4 flavors. It has the code red, it has the purple, the that flavor, and the regular Mountain Dew. Hold on, guys, I gotta disappear under my counter real quick. Billy, you stay on that side of the fucking on the counter.
Okay. I see how things are. It's behind you. Hey, is it right there next to the chair leg? Or is that something else that's all shine?
Something else. It fell over here into this bag.
I wish I could throw on like some Benny Hill music in the background.
That's a good Spotify pulls up.
Man, look at all those beads that fell out.
Apparently, there's people I was fishing with who've never seen a Yeti with a seat cushion on it.
What?
Yeah.
Have you never either? Yeah, my Yeti has a Yeti branded seat cushion on it.
Wow.
And there's snaps on the cooler itself to put the seat cushion on. Maybe they don't do that anymore.
Actually, I think I've seen one. Once you said snaps.
Because I've never seen snaps on the newer ones. Mine's an older model.
All right.
Yeah, Carl.
Now that he's gone. Albert, Jesus Christ, man. Check your pockets. Oh, right there, next to your phone. Right there.
Couldn't have gone too far.
You have to paint those hot pink.
That would be a cool color. Yeah. So. All right. Well, this will be good because William's been waiting on this reel for multiple weeks.
Nice. And get him back out there fishing again. Coffee grinder.
And make sure the preset works back on there.
Right, now that it's on here. Yep. I'm gonna have to just cycle it a little bit.
And your hands are probably a little greasy.
Yes, so from playing with it. Yep, we are good.
All it took was a redneck and a pair of needle nose pliers. You know?
Well, now I know. So if I get them in the future, I'll just do that instead of having to wait. So.
And then sometimes that might not fix it. It's just an idea I had. I was like, well, what if I force it to turn? Will it turn out? High speed is loud.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they're designed to, the faster they go, the louder they get.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Billy.
All
right.
The new one they sent you wasn't even the right part, though?
No, it was not.
Too big or too small?
No, it's
Right for a different reel.
yes, it's for a different reel.
Oh,
Looks
yeah,
like it's for the 30.
Way smaller.
Yep, it was for the 30, not for the 50.
Well, now you have a 30. Just in case.
All right.
Extra parts.
Yeah.
You got a 30 sitting around so we can check that idea around.
No, I don't. I don't even fish with 30s or 50s anymore. The last 30 that I fished with was an International 30, the second series, and that one was freaking awesome. Yeah.
I have a Cal Blueprint 12H with an AccuFrame on it.
Mm-hmm.
The Blueprint one was like 60 pounds of drag for a first-gen International 12.
Damn right.
He doesn't even do it anymore.
Do me a favor. Can you grab that fan and put it this way and face it up this way? Yeah. All right.
Oh, Ferris said we both look so similar. So funny joke. I was at Bob Hall Pier getting some stuff out of my Suburban, and somebody comes up to me. My back was turned. They're like, "Hey, Albert." I turned around. I was like, Like, oh shit, you're not Albert. Like, Albert's down at the tee, man.
Albert's fishing. He doesn't know how not to.
Man, that's when I used to fish hard, like all the freaking time hard.
Like me and my grandpa do.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
You and my grandpa.
No, face it up this way so it's on the phone because it'll overheat and start glitching on me. Let's see.
Oh, I didn't notice.
All right. So I guess what you guys are doing a long casting tournament again down where is that at? Like in the Corpus area?
No, it's
I've been to one
Kingsville.
before. Kingsville. Okay. Yeah. That big field out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there years ago with Gary Buddha Head.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking 10 years ago, probably.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but no, he still goes. He still goes over there, tearing it up.
I need to call him. He hit me up, I think like last month he was coming into town, but he didn't end up making it. I need to call him, see how he's doing.
Yeah, this is a 3-speed. Yeah, you didn't hear me playing with it right now?
Well, yeah, I didn't realize it was 3 different speeds. Oh,
yeah.
I think that's the first 53 speed I've ever seen.
That's high. Yeah. Logan. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
That's one thing Avet does when I'm up to 3 speed.
Williams. Hold on.
Kingsville, cool. Hopefully y'all get some good weather.
It was a little windy yesterday and today, but not horrible in the surf. I mean, it was wavy. There was a rip, but I've seen it worse. Huh. That's neat.
Hey Ray, how's it going, brother?
Same ones as Alex. All the families, blue inserts. I thought it was neat. I've never seen that color combo before.
All right, so we need to spool this one up with Williams braid. He got a 228 yards of 150.
Tight line.
Tight line. Yep. This is from our 25,000 subscriber mark giveaway. This should have been
bright red.
Should have been done a long time ago, but we were kind of held back because that part from Avet.
You didn't even end up needing.
Yep. Thank you, Billy. Oh man. So Raj. Oh shoot. I was gonna say, how's y'all faring with the weather and stuff like that over there? I know it's been raining quite a bit and stuff like that. I missed out on a lot of that weather when I was up there. So.
Oh yeah, you did. Well, real quick, John Dooley said something about a reel and rod combo. I don't know how far back.
I'm still waiting for Jacob to text me his dang information so I can get his address. Jake was supposed to do it several days ago, but I figured he got busy with the move.
Okay, so I'm lost. Is he talking to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, who's he talking to?
You remember that drawing reel I was going to give him? That IGFA tournament rod with the 60 LD pin?
Give who?
Dule.
No, I don't know.
Oh, several lives ago. We all know you're a little scatterbrained, so.
Little. Get it right, man.
You're shaking the table.
He's going to put more than.
Yeah, well, no, but John also won the other one here. The Abu Garcia.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I ended up having to leave that live early, so I didn't see that.
Yeah, no, what ended up happening, so, okay, so, okay. So let's rewind a little bit so that everybody can stay in tune with the story that's about to take place. So that night we did the drawing, and we didn't hit the $1,000 mark for me to do the giveaway because somebody suggested. I think it was you that suggested it. You know, that I give it away. I said, well, we hit $1,000, I'll give it away. Well, it didn't happen because with everything going on with the young man that was in the shop, he ended up getting a $300 credit that Toby won from the original $840 or $860. He donated $300 to the young man that was in the shop shopping with his grandfather.
That's
So,
nice.
oh man, that talk about
Very
it
generous. Thank
for
you. That's
for
awesome.
for a long time. I mean, after they left, I still had goosebumps on my shoulder. Like I had to rub my shoulders to get the goosebumps off, kind of deal. And just talking about it, I'm getting them again. Um, so you know, that's one of the things here in the channel that we've prided ourselves on is everybody that we work with is so in tune with when they can. Obviously, like I said, when, because it ain't every day that you get the opportunity to pay it forward. Sometimes things
Yeah.
just don't work
Take
out
a
that
win
way.
every
You know?
once in a while. Nothing
Yeah,
wrong with
yeah.
that.
So it worked out that way that the young man, he had multiple tickets, you know, given to him during the live, and he didn't win, but still, after the winnings were called, you know, a $300 credit from Toby was given to him of his winnings for the young man to buy fishing tackle. Well, the first thing he did was he didn't even think of himself. And I didn't know this until today. And the reason I know this is because they had, when I was trying to offer rod and reel combos with them, because we had all those spinning gear, he goes, he looked at his grandpa, he goes, no, we just need rods, right? And he goes, yeah. So he went for the two meat hunter fishing rods that I had up there, which were light enough for him to throw and stuff like that. But the reason why he got the two rods was one for his grandpa and one for his dad. And I found this out today. They actually came to the shop, talked to us about it, and you know his dad was just speechless at it. He said that they were talking about it, and that he's from you know the son, the young man that was here. He is actually the fifth generation of their family that fishes, so it's in their blood the way it's in our blood. You know what I mean? And so you know, in here, you know, it was hard for him to talk. You could tell it hit him hard, hit his grandfather even harder because his grandfather was here for it and couldn't, you know, they try to talk about and like figure out like have they ever gotten that kind of luck or just a paid it forward kind of deal in their lifetimes, and none of them could think of any given time. And so for this, you know, it just blew him away, and they were totally ecstatic, totally. And I was like, man, so you got to thank the channel. I said, because the group of people that are on there are just so beyond words. I mean, you can't really put a word to it, but I am just humbled to be the third person or a third party in this to have a space where we can do those kind of things. And so he was in here and he was talking about it and stuff like that. So,
Put the system
but yeah,
together and it works.
yes, yes, yes. And so again, guys, I just wanted to kind of give you all a heads up of of that. And I know somebody was asking for their information. I've got the young man's information and the father's information. So if y'all are interested, shoot me an email through the teamhardlife@gmail.com, and we can take it to the next step from there. But yes, I was able to get their information and go from there. So just wanted to kind of give you a little idea of what transpired today, and that's why I've actually been trying to go live since about 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Hey, question. Can they use a PigPatrol reel?
Yeah, actually, what they use is like the father, like when he started buying fishing tackle, like when he can afford it, he buys good, like Calcuttas, the Shimanos, and stuff like that. And so, and the reason he did that is because his grandparent, his father, his grandfather, and great grandfather, they've all just gotten away with what they could afford kind of gear. And so since he was blessed at times, he bought good gear to put his grandparents on it and his father on. So yeah, they have that type of gear, but the rods are the one thing they're lacking. And now that we kind of instilled in them like how we are, and now he said that all weekend they were binge watching my channel. I was like, that is awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome. So I was like, well, it's not me. It's not always me. It's everybody on the channel paying it forward.
I have two made in Sweden, Avet Garcia bait casters on rods they can have.
Wow.
I'll drop them off whenever I get a chance.
Cool deal. Beautiful. So yeah, they love the Avet Garcias for sure. And
Man, I had the 10,000 what
never
was
really
it,
seen many of
Beast or
those.
something?
Oh,
I had liked that
was
one. It
that?
was black.
I didn't hear you, boss. Hold on. Let me see
Oh,
if maybe I didn't have it loud enough. Go ahead.
that Abu Garcia 10,000. I think it was Big Game or something like that. Had a black
Oh,
one.
I
It was a
remember.
nice reel. I really liked that reel.
Yeah, yeah,
It's been a
yeah.
long time since I've seen one.
And
Though.
see, and I fell in love with one of those because at the time I was starting to buy my own fishing tackle. I was mowing lawns, and I was trying to earn my own gear. And at the time, the Abu Garcia 10,000 was 100. I want to say it was like $169 when I remember trying to buy one as a kid. And the reason I wanted the 10,000 is because it was the newest, it was the biggest one, and I knew I could cast
And it looked
it.
badass. Like it's just a beautiful reel.
Oh, it's very, very beautiful reel, and especially when filled up with line, was just awesome, awesome on it. So, yeah, no doubt. But just wanted to kind of give everybody a heads up of, it,
Well, you know
it,
what? With Dule, since he won that rod and reel,
uh,
and we combine 2 rod and reels together and ship it.
yeah.
Right. I'll try to bring. When do you plan on shipping this?
I wanted to go out today, but Jeff didn't pack it because he was unsure. The tubes that we had, the 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 ends, the end caps that were normally there aren't there anymore. So we're having to figure up another way to make sure that when we do ship it, that it does stay protected all the way through. So we got it. We're gonna ship them out tomorrow. If you can bring them back today,
Well, I don't know about today. I'll bring them tomorrow morning. How about that?
that's fine.
How early do you open?
Huh?
How early do you open?
Well, now that the kids don't go to school, about 8:30.
I'll be here about 9.
That'll work. That'll work. All right, John. So your gear will go out. If we don't get it packed up by the time the postman gets here tomorrow, it'll be the following day, boss. Uh, yeah. But no, it's awesome how we're able to, like I said, when we can. I mean, it ain't always that we can, you know, just cough up money with the way the economy has been. It's truly been hard to make moves at certain times. But when we can, it really has, further cemented into, this young man's mind, besides already loving to fish, to have that kind of, blessing bestowed upon you, it's amazing. I never forgot the first time I was given a fishing rod. Like, I still remember the whole day, the whole conversation. Like, I still remember that.
That reminds me of my grandfather. Grandfather's been a working man his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Never not worked. And, he's never been one to buy himself nice things. Always buying other people nice things.
Yeah.
Now, I remember one year for Christmas, I decided it's about time Grandpa gets a nice rod and reel.
Wow.
So I went out on the Christmas sale that they were having. I got him a 2500 size Shimano twin power. Made in Japan. Those are amazing reels. And I got him one of the made in the USA St. Florence. Forget what model it is now. And for Christmas, we got a couple things from my parents' stuff. No one had known that I got that for him. I said, "Oh, Paul, almost forgot. I got one more present." He's like, "Oh, really?" I brought that out of my room, put a bow tie on it. Said, "This is for you." And he never had a nice rod and reel in his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
It was always, $20 reels and whatever the Academy special at the time was on rods.
Yeah. Well,
That's nice.
The story on this reel is it was pulled by a shop up in San Antonio, outdoor office, and they want us to downspool it to double check everything to make sure it was done correctly.
Mine on there so weird. Has it been used?
It looks like it's been used. It's all.
I cannot confirm nor deny that. All I know is that he said he had it spooled up there because we were closed that day, and he's unsure that they did it correctly. So I'm gonna go ahead and downspool it, and I'll ask him when he gets back. If what the story is on that.
Because if he hasn't used it and that's the way it was spooled,
yeah, no, I hear you, but I cannot speak on what I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, oh, we will. So But I'm gonna go and down spool it,
That
and
green
then
on green looks
re-spool it.
nice though.
What was that?
That green on green looks nice.
Oh, it does. I definitely like it.
I'd probably do yellow and have that John Deere look, but that looks nice. That does look nice.
Yeah, we're gonna call
What?
this one money bags.
There you go. You know what type of
Shark
braid it
green
is?
is my favorite real colors ever produced. That dark green.
That dark, I love that dark green. I really do.
And I'm kind of picky on what colors I like on my reels. I used to get silver or black reels.
Mhm.
That green and the mahi are my two favorite colors for reel ever.
Yeah, no doubt.
What type of line is it? Did he tell you?
The what?
Did he tell you what type of line it is?
Yes, tight line.
Oh, it's tight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all he uses is tight line. He don't like. He's tried all the other brands and they've not produced the way he likes these to produce. So.
Missouri is good for inshore, but I never need it for anything else.
Oh yeah, this is definitely something else. So I'm just glad I'm finally, things are finally moving in the right direction. We do got 2 weight orders going out, one for 4-day outfitters and one for the bait bucket. But we're gonna have to put out 200 3-ounce surf weights, 300 4-ounce surf weights, 100 6-ounce surf weights, 100 8-ounce surf weights, and then all the other surf weights in between there. Well, I'll check that when I come. Man, they did a serious splice on that. They went way.
Public.
Yeah.
Where does it stop?
That's over 6 foot.
Here, I got my finger out.
Right here. This is where it stops. And I'm 6 foot. So they went 6 foot back on one side. And 5 foot on the other side.
They really didn't want that one to come out. What's that?
Yeah, that's not gonna slip.
That's well, okay. So let me explain a little bit why I don't do the huge splices. When I was getting into the hollow core braid, I talked to an offshore boat captain. This dude has gotten 1,000-pound marlin in his boat, record time kind of deal. And like we're talking, and hours of me just asking him questions and him doing the same. Like I was able to stay in par with this guy with the amount of questions he was asking because he wanted to bring Avet reels into his boat. And so, I started talking about the hollow core. So that opened up a whole nother can of going down the rabbit hole of asking questions. And so he'd already been dealing with it. I was just getting into it kind of deal. And I asked him, what are his thoughts, this, that, and, going forward. And he goes, I actually tested it because, when you do like the mono splicing and this and that, you go back a certain amount of feet because you don't want it slipping out. And, and his deal was, he goes, after testing and doing all the breaking strings, he's like, you only have to splice it back about a foot on either
Oh,
side.
wow.
He goes, it doesn't matter if you go 6 feet, 20 feet, 50 feet. Obviously, that area is not going to break, but it's the line after that. So it really doesn't matter as long as it's holding that, and that's not your weakest point. It's always going to break on the outside portion of that. So the splice of it being that far deep on either side is null and void, as long as you go over the 12 inches. Okay, so now fast forward a decade. I've got this tester. And I was like, I wonder how short I can go before it actually slips. So I went 3 inches on each side, or like 2.5 and like 3 inches. And it broke past the splice. So that tells me I don't need a foot on each side.
So
Now,
your breaking
granted,
points are the 2 ends.
yeah, they're way past that portion. So you really don't need it, but there's nothing wrong in doing it. It's just,
I'd rather be safe than sorry on a shark reel or with a record marlin.
I understand that, yes, but even on my personal gear that y'all know I tournament fish day in, day out when I get a chance, I'd only splice about a foot on each side. I don't go any further than that because there's no
Oh,
need
okay.
to. You know what I mean? So if I'm willing to do it on my gear, you know what I mean? I'll only do it if I'm willing to do it on my gear. If I'm not willing to do it on my gear, I'm not going to do it on your gear. So, yeah. No,
When I first started splicing, I used to go shoot, man, way overkill, bro. Like I would be on my couch and I'd be like the length of my couch, my 3-seater couch. No joke. And I would just sit there with the needle, just and then I
Pro
finally
splicing.
after some time I just kind of went to about 3 feet. But I've
yeah,
never done a foot. I've just gone down to 3 feet and I'm like, that's not gonna fail. I've
yeah.
tried and it
So,
doesn't break. It doesn't, I'm that for me as long as I service the ends good, so it doesn't back. 3 feet was my thing. But shoot, next time I spool, I don't know, man, a foot. All right,
that's it.
I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
Try it.
and you know what? And here, let me finish pulling these reels, and I'll throw a little quick test again in front of y'all. But yeah, I mean, we did the breaking strengths on 50 pounds, 65, 80, 100, and all of them never broke or slipped at the splice. It always broke after that area on the main line
That makes
itself.
sense. Yeah, as long as it's done right, I don't see why not. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
no,
haven't been ballsy enough to try it.
yeah. Well, for me, I had to test it because now I got a tester, so I can actually back it up with legit, you know, uh, poundage of breaking strength rather than just me pulling on it. Oh, it holds kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And a lot of times with folks when they come by and they want me to spool it, I'm like, I usually do about my height, about 6 feet, just because.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm just gonna be like, now let's stick to a foot to 3 feet. Y'all let me know if y'all want to do 3 feet, fine. But a foot should work.
Yeah, yeah, it's perfectly fine. Like I said, because I was the same way. Like I was always overkilling it, but just because I was unsure, there was no way for me to prove otherwise until I got my tester here in the shop, and now I can.
I know.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, quick question for you: I've had it off for maybe an hour. Do you think that would have been good enough to have it all defrosted, or should I?
Depends how frozen it was. If it's just a light freeze, like a singular overnight freeze, not a multi-night,
Yeah.
probably fine. If it was like 3 days straight of freezing,
Yeah.
it's a couple days to defrost.
Wow.
I always suggest everyone, if they're not going to be here overnight,
Yeah.
turn it off when you leave. Turn it back on in the morning.
Huh?
Keeps it from freezing.
Yeah. All right, guys. Just kind of give you a heads up of what I did.
I'm glad you actually know that now. You know how many people don't know that's what you do whenever your AC unit freezes up?
Mm.
And they call an AC guy and we charge him $400 to come out and flip a switch? I have no guilt. You told me to do something that stupid, I'm charging you.
Yeah, no, but I actually learned that from a few AC buddies of mine and stuff like that. So,
Big Dog Movo. Hey, I'm Raj, man. I've known Albert for a good 15 years. We used to fish together back in the days. We fished tournaments together. We're brothers from another mother.
there's a knot in here, and I can, yeah, I can actually I see two knots. One right there. See that bump in the line?
Yeah.
That's a knot
I
under
see it.
there.
I can see it from here in the screen.
Yep, and
Oh,
right there
there.
is
That
another
one's
knot.
yeah.
Yep. It's like, what is that?
What's the odds there's monofilament underneath there?
I don't think there's mono. He said that they taped the spool. I was like, no, they didn't.
Thank you.
But we're gonna find out.
I do it for in-store, but that's because it doesn't matter.
Whoa, you felt that? You heard that knot?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a big knot.
That's not what you're supposed to do.
Yep. Tape. They got tape on it.
Oh, you taped up the spool?
No, I didn't.
No, not you. The people from San Antonio.
Yep. Yep. No, I don't. I don't use tape.
That's hot.
That might be hot.
Yeah.
He grabbed the pigtail and grabbed it by the wrong end.
Oh, jeez.
Not the first time.
All right, let's see.
You know what really sucks if you freeze up your AC unit? There's a point where it gets so bad that running the fan won't do it anymore, and you have to completely take out the coil, cut all the freon lines, drain all the freon, take out the coil, defrost it with hot water, build it all back up, and put freon back in. You don't want to know how much that cost.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Never let your unit freeze that bad.
Yeah. No. Well, God willing, we don't have to be in here any longer than we have to. This is.
I think I'm gonna head home before the sun sets all the way. So I just wanted to take back your rods and reels to let me borrow. So I'm very thankful for that. They worked out good. The only thing was
Not that they put on here. Like, it don't even want to loosen up.
I'm assuming you broke it, because I noticed it whenever I got home. One of those eyes is broke, like one of the feet.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're good.
I was like, if I did it, I'll pay to replace it. I just happened to notice it, and I was like, I hope I didn't do that.
Yeah. No, you broke the whole rod.
No. Nope, I'm running. Never coming back. No, I'm gone. I'm gonna go get the milk and just never come back.
I think he got some sun.
Oh no, you think that's that?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Don't show me. Don't pull down your pants, bro. No, I'm good. I'm good.
4 hours.
That ain't bad. Your wrist looks worse.
Yeah. That's what color I naturally am. I actually tan. That's what happens when you wore a watch every single day, all day long for like the past 10 years.
Oh, yeah. And that's why I started wearing long sleeves. Like before, when I got out of the Marine Corps, I always wore short sleeves. Like it didn't matter to me. But now it's like I'm wearing them. But I'm also being told too. I'm what is
sun deficient.
Sun deficient. That's crazy. So.
Well, you have a sticker that says doctor recommends fishing at least 3 times a day.
Yeah, 3 times a week.
3 times a day, Albert.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me improve that
Up
one.
the prescription.
Come on, man. You got to do it before work, at your lunch break, and after work.
I used to do that when I worked at the base. I really did.
Grandpa used to do on a Friday. He'd take his boat to work all day, go fishing, fish till Monday morning, come back, work all the way back home, get home, take a shower, take a 1 hour nap, and then go back to work. Did that for 30 years. That's what you call a dedicated fisherman right there.
Yep.
At one point, he had 3 different boats at the same time. And he would tie them all together and tow them down there for a tournament. 2 boats would be loaded with ice and bait, and then 1 boat would be for fishing out of it. He would fish a 4-day-long tournament and never leave. He'd be there 24 hours every day fishing for the tournament. That's how he always won the tournaments.
Very nice.
I don't know anyone that ever fished like my grandfather did.
Yeah, no, I'd never had boats, but we'd stay on the beach, and Raj knows we used to go out there for a week, come back for Ball Pier for a week, go back to South Padre for a week, and
your wife would be calling.
Back in the days.
No, I was not married at the time. I didn't have no responsibilities other than filling my orders and going fishing.
This is a good 12, 15 years.
Yep.
Whenever my dad wanted to go fishing, my grandpa, whenever he was a kid, he couldn't wake up early enough to go with my grandfather. So he would sleep in the boat.
There you go.
My grandfather had the boat hooked up the night before, would just tow the boat. By the time we got to the boat ranch, my dad was awake in the boat. Just waiting for him to park at the boat launch.
There you go. That's pretty smart.
Yeah, that's how my dad always went fishing with me, because my dad can't wake up that early. My dad will sleep till 4 o'clock in the afternoon and don't wake him up.
Right.
I can't do that. I'm up by 5 no matter what. So
in the morning or afternoon?
5 in the morning. Every morning I'm up to 5.
Once I got out of the Marine Corps, I used to be like that, but then after a while, it started to wear off. So.
Well, after the amount of years I've been fishing, leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning, you get to the boat launch at sunrise.
Yeah.
Even if you're not going fishing, you wake up at 5 in the morning. That's why most of the time, if you tell me we're going fishing at the pier, you'll get there, and I've already been there for 4 hours. Like, it's after sunrise. How are you already here? Don't worry about it.
I miss those days. I got a buddy, Justin. Albert knows him. And I'll just be chilling. I get a text like 2, 3 in the morning on a random day. Fishing? All right. I'll be ready in about an hour. I'll be out there. But, all right, cool. I'll meet you out there.
You You get
Fun
there, bro's
times.
already got all the lines out and already got 3 fish. And
Oh yeah. Yeah, we used to just, man, on a whim. Are you ready to go? Yeah, let's go. Let's. We just load up and go.
I remember one time we were having a little friendly tournament between me and some friends out there in Baffin, and they don't fish it enough to know the spots very well. Words cannot describe how mad they were whenever they got up at 8 o'clock, and I was already limited out in the land cut, and I'd been limited out for an hour.
Damn it. Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. You know the spots. It'll happen.
There's some days, it's not always like that in the cut, but there's some days you'll get there, 20 minutes. You got to limit a trout, redfish, and flounder.
Wow.
Not even massive trout, massive redfish, saddle blanket flounder.
Yes.
And other days you'll fish there all day and not have a limit. Depends.
That's why it's gold fishing.
Yep.
Fishing.
Don't call it catching for a reason.
And I'll tell you, down in Boca Chica at the mouth of the river, I had 4 spotlight HIDs, 9-inchers on my Suburban on the roof, and I would pull up to the mouth of the river and hit those lights into the surf, and the snook, well, the shrimp would show up like crazy, and little bait fish and all that. When the snook come through, you'll see these swirls of like fireworks in the water of them trying to get away from the snook, and you can almost kind of like see where it's going and just kind of throw right in front of them and just boom, snook. But you don't get that if you're not there before sunrise.
Right.
My grandpa in the 80s would land he'd spend the night and he had a tiny Kawasaki generator. He fit in a backpack. And he would turn it on with green lights off the back of the boat. And he'd go to sleep. He'd wake up at 12 o'clock at night, limit out on flounder. Then and he had already limited out the night before, so he had a 2-day limit on this morning. And then he'd wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning after that and limit out on trout for 2. Then he had a limit from the night before, so he got a 2-day limit of trout. And he'd just spend all day targeting redfish.
Nice.
And he'd be limited out by lunchtime.
Yeah.
And then you go back to the cabin, drop off all the ice chests, grab more ice chests, go spend the night again, and have a 3rd day of limits.
I'm reading John's comment. He's told a lot of anglers not to use tape or monofilament. I told them that I use the anaconda knot, and they say they never heard of the anaconda knot here in SoCal, so Southern California. And yeah, the reason being is because I just named it last year, and I've been, I didn't have a name for it, but for years, So now that I'm on the channel, I've been sharing it, and now everybody here knows it. But
That would be nice if you could
Better
get
for
it
life.
in a little book of knots pamphlet, so like beginner fishermen get.
yeah,
Spin knots and all sorts of knots. You could get published in one of those.
right. I wonder how they did that.
I don't know. I have one of the booklets. I can see there's like emails or like email.
God, later, boss. You have a good one. Look how much coloring, and I've only gone 100 yards.
Well,
That's got to be extreme braid right
you're
there.
going to be the purple people eating
Oh
around.
yeah. That looks like they're purple.
Yeah.
All you
I
gotta do
might
is
have
make up
some in the
your size,
garage.
Look up all your hairs with one. You got it.
Damn man.
My pigtail will be
All right, I'm gonna
caked
take
with
off now.
extreme
I'll
braid.
get my food around.
All right,
Tomorrow
Billy.
morning, I'm gonna try.
Hey, thank you for that. Freaking, yep. All right.
I'm gonna flip and fall up the foot.
Walk slowly.
Yeah, all you see over here, all you hear about the doors is crash.
I think he broke the concrete. Whoop, there's a knot. There you go. Why do they have a knot in here? Is this solid braid? That is solid braid. Yep, sure is. Oh, no wonder. Okay, so they did a. Why do they have that solid to? They go hollow core to solid and then back to hollow core. Let me call him real quick.
Not my. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either.
It's like an extra step. Like then you're creating a big weak point right there.
Exactly. Yep.
It's like you go out of your way to make a weak point. Sabotage. I'm just kidding. I don't know who spooled it. Just making jokes.
No, I don't know either or how it did this, but I'm gonna ask him to take that solid piece out. Now unless he has it there as a marking or something. Hey, what's up, boss? This is Albert at Hard Life. Hey, quick question for you. I'm respooling your green ADT Rex, and I've already downspooled it, and I'm respooling, and I ran into a section where the purple line turns into orange solid line, and then it's spliced into your hollow core. It's only about 10 yards of solid line in there. Do you have it there for a specific reason, or was that just part of the knots that just kind of evolved into the rail? Oh wow! So yeah, no, I would highly recommend it. That way you don't have any kind of knots. Because if you're getting mowed down like that, and you run into debris or seaweed, it's going to pile up on the line on that knot section. Yeah, well, I'm live on the channel if you want to check it out. So, all right. Okay. Later. Yeah, he had no idea that that was done to his reel. So, I don't know. I don't know. I was not there, but this is solid line. So I'm gonna go and cut this off, and it's only like I said about 10 yards, so it ain't really gonna hurt numbers. But if you're rolling with hollow, stay with hollow. You know what I mean?
So they go purple hollow to orange solid, tied a knot, and then orange solid continued to that blue and tied another knot.
Yeah, they did. Well, one of the hollow core splices, they actually hollow core spliced it like you do monofilament.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
they inserted the solid into the hollow,
Oh, okay, okay.
and yet they only go, you know, 2 foot. They only go 2 foot on this side, but the others, I don't know. Like I don't know who did it, but we'll see. I'm gonna cut that out, and I'm gonna splice it hollow to hollow. Because yeah, that at that point it's kind of null and void to have knots that close. I won't even, yeah. So let's do this.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right, all right. So how's everybody's day going? Sorry guys, I hadn't been paying attention to the comments because I actually didn't even have my phone on. I really didn't. I was dealing with Billy and then trying to get these reels figured up and stuff like that. So I really wasn't looking at any comments. So if I missed any questions, guys, you can ask them again and stuff like that. Okay, what sidewinder knot is used to attach braid to spool without slipping? Never heard of it. Right? No doubt. So, all right, so I'm going to splice this in here. Yeah, there's definitely extreme braid right here because it's so tight, like it doesn't even want to open up when you're trying to splice it. So, but then you saw the purple that came off as well, and it looks like it's a 100-pound test or something. And this is probably 150 or something. It's two different weight classes. The purple is the lighter line though. Mm. I got him. So how's everybody's weekend, guys? Anybody get some PB on catches, or is anybody out able to go fishing? I know here in Corpus they had some crazy winds, so I don't know. Yeah. Oh, hey Jesse. So on here, was that purple line part of the line you gave them to spool on there?
Oh shit, my pack's inside. Can you grab me?
John, what we're gonna do, Billy says that he has a rod and reel for you as well. He's gonna bring it
Check
in
the table.
tomorrow morning, and if we can get it boxed up before the postman gets here in the morning, then it'll ship out tomorrow. If not, it'll ship out the following day. But it normally it's 2 to 3 business days that it takes to reach you, so it should go there. Ooh, your son caught a stud gaff top. Nice. Did you keep the skull to make a the crucifix out of it? Wow. Okay.
And them gaff tops will take a shark bait, man. I've caught some nice ones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I love using gaff top for bait. Black tip, bull, hammy. Haven't caught a tiger on it yet, but sandbar, duskies. Yep. Got all of those. Oh, okay, Sidewinder. All right, yeah. So the anaconda knot is what you saw me tie there. I'm sorry I didn't explain it. But what I do is I wrap the hollow core braid around the spool 8 to 10 times. You can do more if you want, but that's normally the general amount of wraps that I do on there. Then I hollow core splice the tag end back into itself and tightening down on its prey. You'll see it twist up, and so that's where I came up with the idea and the name, the anaconda knot. So, and it will not slip on here. Even if the reel heats up and cools off, I've actually set it up to where you can be loose on the spool, like completely loose on the knot. And as soon as you start cranking on it with any kind of pressure, it retightens itself back up and grips on the spool again. So,
Nice.
no worries, John. We're I didn't know that y'all had another rod and reel combo set up and stuff like that. So he's going to bring that in tomorrow. And yeah, we're going to get that set up.
While you're spooling, I went inside. I had to thank you for the
What's up?
awesome.
Oh,
Appreciate that.
yes, sir. They fit y'all good?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Yep. I had to take a guess at what y'all were. I didn't want to be too obvious when when I was going to hook y'all up with something like that. So yeah.
It works. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Um, well, John, maybe he was just telling you to use him as bait. All right, and I saw something here. Lee Spencer, now 101, held the 30-pound test record forever for 43 pounds, 47-inch long Florida stuff. What's that?
Oh no, what? Oh, yeah, sure. Oh yeah, what fish was that?
That's what I'm thinking, but I'm just trying to keep up with all the comments in between me spooling.
Oh, for snook. All
Yeah.
right. So, oh, for snook. For snook. Wow.
Oh, Snook. Damn. Okay.
That's awesome.
Hey.
Yes. Snook's a good tasting fish, man.
My phone is finally now catching up with you showing the shirt on the video.
Oh, a little bit of a lag. It's a little windy today out here. Since we
Oh
got all
yeah.
that rain, I don't know if anybody's tried this, but this little thermocell thing here works really well with mosquitoes, and at least in the patio. I don't know if it'll work well on the beach with all the wind, but this thing and a patio out here works wonders.
I'll have to wait till you show it over here on the on the on the on the
I got it from Amazon,
on the
and so
channel.
it works with the butane. Uh, it's a small little butane you screw on in the bottom, and it has a little mesh on the top. You just slide that in. So when that's done, throw that out. You put another one in. If the butane runs out, you just unscrew it, put another one in. But it definitely works out here.
Nice. All right. So if I'm getting this right, Big Dog, your grandpa's on the channel right now. Or are you talking about that record of the Snook? Sorry, guys, I'm only catching tidbits because like I
I
said,
think
I'm
he's probably
spooling
talking
over
about the
here trying
Snook.
to get this
Yeah.
done and read comments at the same time. Oh wow, he's 101. Oh, and he got that
Oh
record.
wow,
Okay, now it all. Now I got. That's
he's sleeping.
awesome.
If I was 101, I'd probably be sleeping right now too.
Yeah, afternoon nap.
Take me a little nap.
Yeah. The second or third one for the day. All right, so I'm coming up on their splice here. I'm gonna go ahead and look at it some more, um, just to make sure it ain't bulked up in the middle and a little bit. So I'm gonna. That's weird. Oh, it's a twist in the line. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, it's spliced in there. Really nothing wrong with it. We'll leave it. Say, and this also reminds me of a story. I had a customer come in one time and tell me that my splice slipped. And I was like, what do you mean slipped? He's like, slipped. Like, we didn't, the splice is gone and this and that. And it's like, well, how do you know it slipped? Well, because we were doing this. And like, he told me one story. And so I was like, well, can you bring it in? Let me check it out. So I started down spooling it. And the certain things that happen on the beach, like when you run a bait out a certain distance, there's oils, there's sand out there, there's mud out there, there's certain things that happen at certain distances, and you get used to seeing it when you fish as much as you do. And I started telling him, I said, so you ran the bait out this far, this and this and this happened, and it was all just from reading the line on the spool. Like, I was looking at the line counter as I was pulling it back up, and all the seaweed and the gunk and stuff that was coming off the reel. And he kind of looked at me funny. He's like, how did you know that? And I was like, because this. And I started describing all
It
the
tells the
things that was,
story.
it tells a story. It traps the story in the reel. And I go, so this happened. I said, did you have a little bit of a run and then it came off? He goes, yeah. I said, so that was a cut through. He goes, no, the splice is gone and it was the splice. I said, well, let me show you something real quick. And so I grabbed the end of the braid and right here. So like this is the end of the line. I said, well, I know the splice didn't fail. He's like, well, how can you tell? And I said, because of this. And I started thumping the line like this. And then I pulled back the sheath and the inner core from the braid that I had spliced in was right there. So I pulled it out and it shows that the splice was actually cut, that it didn't fail. Because
Damn.
if it had failed, it would have been shredded. It would have been burned. It would have been a whole bunch of other things other than a
Yeah, for
clean
a
cut. Like,
splice to fail, I mean, you're when you service the end, if you didn't do a good job, then it could, back out. But for it to fail and you got a good serviced end, you're absolutely right, bro. It would have to shred out pretty bad.
yep. So when I showed him that, he goes, "Oh, like you saw the whole, like, oh my god, like, okay, so what happened?" So now I had to tell him, I had to learn him on that. But yeah, he walked in with, one thought process in his mind until I had to show him all of that. So needless to say, like, I'm real attentive to the little things in life, especially while fishing. Because while you're fishing, if you're not paying attention to those little details, they'll hurt you the most.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, needless to say, they still brought back in their gear and stuff like that. I'm not gonna put his name out there, boss. That's not cool. It happened, and that's just a story to tell. You know what I mean? So, but they're good people, man. So, but when you
I
when you
know.
don't
Go ahead.
know, like when you don't know the knowledge that it is in play at that time, you can't really fault them for that. You know what I mean? They're only seeing what their knowledge level is at that time. And by me sharing what I know with them, it elevated their knowledge. So, you can't really fault them for that. You know what I mean? And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to throw anybody's name out there. You know, if they choose to come forward and say, hey, that was me, and, you know, they thank me for the knowledge I shared with them, then cool, that's on them. But that was a story that happened that I'm able to share with y'all to better elevate y'all's knowledge. You know what I mean? Not saying y'all would do that. I'm just saying that, you know, when you are out fishing and things happen, you got to be attentive to all the other details that are in play. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many variables out there, and it's so easy to just kind of like look for the simplest answer um, to like figure out what the problem was. But I know some of my line. I can tell you, I was on the upper coast. I was fishing a tournament. I had great baits. I staggered my baits, but that area when I reeled up, um, my stingrays were covered in like this sludge. My weight was like in a ball of sludge, and that's already dragging it in like 1,000 yards, and it's still covered and caked like it was cemented in sludge offshore. So I know a lot of my line has that. If Albert were to downspool it, he'd be like, "Where were you fishing, bro? In mud?"
Yeah, no, that actually happens in Corpus as well. We've had those areas where you bring it in and it's like wet mud that's on your line, and it happens at a certain depth. And normally it was about 600 to 800 yards out that we would run into that. And what we did was we tried to avoid that area because we didn't know how bad it was. If we were to drop a bait, would like it'd be completely buried and the sharks wouldn't find our bait, kind of deal. So that's why we stayed away from that kind of
That's what
area
happened to
like
me.
that. And so we would run past it or we would run before it, but we would never put a bait inside of it, kind of deal. So, but this
I
is
had
a
no idea
long,
trying a
long
new
time ago.
spot burned me. Yeah. It sucks when that happens because folks like us, when we go out there, we got like really good bait. We got all of our gear planned, set up, bagged, organized, ready to go. And what fails is what we can't see. It just dropped in muck, sludge, and it stunk, bro. It fucking stunk.
Yeah. Man, we got Zion in house, real living. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yep, we are doing it. I'm about to finally get home after being on the road for so many months. I can remember when you first started talking about that you were gonna have to go out and do it, man. God, it's already been that long. What's up, Brandon? How you doing? I don't use the Sputnik weight because the wires that they're designed with break down. They fold over and they don't refold back, and I don't like that because there's a lot of times that our fish will pick up and hit the bait, but not hook up, and because fish will come back and hit your gear again. I'd rather it have the ability to do so rather than it floating all the way in after the first hit and no hookup. So that's why I don't like those weights.
Pretty much
Um,
same. I have a few. I have some good ones, but still, you got to reel up and redo everything, especially at night when you're already dried and you're just trying to, you know, wait for that big bite, and then you're fishing for bait and or even redfish or something, and then you got to redo it all because you got to hit, and now your weight opened up. A lot of wasted effort.
yep, and especially if it got so bad you can't get back out there. So now you have a bait out of the water instead of it still having a chance at resetting, and you lost the bait. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yep.
that was one of the reasons why I didn't like those Sputniks. And the breakaway weights too and stuff like that. They're all right if you're fishing, you're fast fishing where. Um, you're gonna get hits pretty much immediately, kind of deal, and you're going for like bait or small fish, and
Maybe go for
you
like
know you're gonna
whitings.
hook up immediately. Well, then
Yeah,
cool, yeah, you ain't got to
double
worry about
drops
it.
with a whiting. Maybe
Yep, yep,
but still, I'll probably just use a pyramid or something. I'll just keep tossing.
right, yeah. Basically, it boils back down to that. Yeah, yep. So, all right. Well, I got this one done, and it had 1,100 or 1,766 yards of line on there.
Nice.
Get that further. There you go. All right, cool deal. What is the average cost to service a T-Rex 80? I would send it back to Avet because it'll be the cheapest way to do it. Even if you bring an Avet to us, we send it back to them because it's cheaper that way. And if you try to get a tackle shop to do it, oh, you're over $100 in a heartbeat.
Wow. Remember, guys, don't dunk your reels in buckets. When you come off of fishing, spray them down. You dump them in buckets, you're going to be pushing that sand and that crud deeper into your reel.
And make sure you don't have your lever disengaged in preschool if you do that.
Yeah.
Alright. So the next one we got, big boy.
Ooh.
Big boy.
What
Yep.
color? I'm glad to see.
Think many of y'all gonna get a hard on with this one. Yeah, a lot of the guys here like black out here. So
That's most of my reels are black.
and
Except for that orange T-Rex 80 that everybody wants.
oh, did you see the one I just spooled a little while ago?
I missed it.
Or, okay, no, I haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh,
Haven't
okay.
gotten to it yet. It is coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's got an awesome collection. All right, so what I got to do here, guys, is he wants this reel down spooled, and then another reel down spooled as well. But instead of trying to hold it and down spool it, I'll just mount it up and get it down spooled. And actually, you know what? I need to do the 80 first. Yes, I need to do the 80 first because this is the line that's going to go on the spool first. And then that will be on top, so I can splice it in at the very end. Mm-hmm. There we go.
It's a nice looking combo, too.
What was that, boss?
The purple and orange or the pink and orange.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, very nice color combo for sure. So you got any more plans for the guys on your channel and stuff like that? Raj, you want to talk about?
Sure. So I have the Sharkotic fishing team also. They're going to be out in Corpus in Florida and stuff this year. Hopefully they do great and be safe at the same time. We have different things like with rap artists and stuff like that coming up. The very next one would be most likely Take a Bite Out of Cancer. I got to reschedule with him. Hopefully we can get that done. And then Adam J, he's going to be coming on the Freestyle Fisherman onto the podcast. And after that, I think we'll bring Zero in. So that's kind of the lineup so far. We're going to be out at those tournaments giving out shirts. And coming closer to Christmas time, I'll do the post. You guys throw on your Sharkotic swag and post your picture in. And that'll enter you into a drawing for some Avet reels. So it'll be a 50, 80, and 130 for Christmas. 3 reels, 3 raffles. There'll be some other things too because the channel has lots of different things. We got like even Pokemon cards. We're gonna do some raffles with some Pokemon cards, and we'll see what else we can get. You know, with the rappers that are coming through. Something to give back to the folks that watch our channel through the hip hop and rap artists and stuff like that. Which it doesn't have to just be that; it could be any Houston talent. We're gonna try to bring in some up and coming talent, give them a chance to showcase some of their flows, their raps, their songs, whatever it may be. Lots of things coming up. We've just been very busy, but it's planned. It's coming. Not rushing into doing stuff every week. It's easier to hang out with Albert every week. But no, we'll have some more stuff coming. I had my water heater leak at the house, so the house is kind of under construction at the same time. And the studio, with a lot of wind, I got a few things I gotta adjust from the storms that came by recently because our studio is outdoor studio. So that's another thing. We have to hope for good weather when we're having a podcast because if it's storming, that may come out in the mics. It might make it more interesting, I guess.
Right? Freaking tornado. Ooh, lightning.
Me holding onto the
Hey.
mic. We're still here.
All right. So real quick, Jesse, if you're still here on the channel, you got two colors here. It went from the pink to this yellow. Um, does it matter? You want me to go and still down spool it all the way to move all this line onto your 130? There you go. Oh,
He's there.
yeah.
He'll probably answer.
Yeah. I want to kind of get that before I continue on down spooling here. If that's not what he wants to do. Uh, yeah, but we are definitely looking forward to it and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Cool down. Yeah, it's good to go on it. But no, I'm glad to see Sharkotic is growing with so many different avenues and doors, and that's the way you got to do it, bro. You really do.
Diversify. Yeah, so Zero, I'm not 100% sure if Zero fishes. I know for sure Flip fishes. It's one of his hobbies. And Flip will be back on the channel at some point this year too. Um, he's going to be a surprise guest if he's in town. But that's what he said. So we'll see what's up with that. But yeah, we'll definitely try to get them on some fish.
Yeah, yeah,
Gonna have
yeah.
to get them down to Corpus too. Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be an epic video.
Right, right. Well, we're definitely looking at some different things in growth for sure, and still got to get
Oh,
them out there on the beach and go fishing.
yeah, for sure. Oh, I also talked to Marco last week. I think it was a Saturday night. He called me and we were chatting. So one thing he definitely wants to do, he was like, "Man, it would be really cool if we get out on his boat and catch a shark." So I'll let you know ahead of time, of course, because we'll try to get Flip on that boat too.
Oh, that'd be sick.
So
That'd be real sick.
that's a little heads up. Once I get some kind of confirmation from him, I'll let you know so you can pull up too. And that'll be a cool video.
No, I'm game. You know I'm game. Any fish? Yes. It's just yes.
I'm gonna be like, all right, Flip, freestyle to the clicker going out.
Right? Bro, that'd be insane. That would be insane. So yeah, definitely game for it. And right here, guys, this is the anaconda knot that I'm actually untying. Um, I'm undoing the splice right here. So yeah, got it. Now we got it. We can take it all off. And now I'll move it over. Done with the reel for right now.
Ray said for Albert to check his phone. I don't know if he texted you or called you. Ray Sandoval.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
comment just went away. Never mind.
Oh, nice. All right. Alan's wife caught a shark. Nice. Um,
First shark? What was it? Oh, he sent Alan sent the
I
pic.
know, but that's a little man with his catch right there. That big old gaff top.
Wow.
Very nice. Or let's do it like this, right?
There you
There
go.
you go. Bubba right there. Team Hard Life Junior in the house.
Awesome.
Yep. Let's see.
Oh, they're saying your phone was
Um,
freezing. Okay.
oh, okay. Is mine freezing or no?
On my end, I didn't notice it on my end.
Oh, okay.
It could have been his Wi-Fi. Who knows? But so far, earlier today, it chopped up just a little bit. But before I could say anything, it cleared up.
Yeah, no, I had to turn on the fan, and I've already turned on the AC in the shop. I don't know if it's already cool down enough, but I do have the fan here, so
You got to get one of them gaming phones that has the fan that clips on. It comes that way.
right.
So what, Alan, 6-foot black tip? Nice. Did you eat it?
Man, she nailed it. Yeah,
6-foot tip.
that's especially if that's her first shark, man. She set the bar high.
Yeah.
That's good though, you know. Let's see. Ooh, I need to take this off. Will that all fit on here? I think it will. Make a judgment call. I'm going to fit all that line on this spool. Let's see.
Man, yeah. You
Actually,
getting it thin, man.
no, I can't do it like that because I need that line to go on first.
No, that's good to let the
Well,
first one go. Yeah. I'm more catch and release. If I do catch a black tip, it'll probably be like a keeper, a little over 3 foot. You know, I don't take the big sharks back. Um, Younger meat's probably tender.
yeah, no. Yeah, most definitely. You're right on that. The smaller sharks are definitely a lot more edible. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've eaten 6-foot bulls and black tips and stuff like that, but
I was there
I
when we cleaned
prefer.
them. Yep, many times. Now it's still good. It's just that's I always like, if someone catch their personal best or their first time, it's like let that one go. Good luck for the future.
Yep. Pa- paint it to the shark guides.
Yep. Back to Davy Jones' locker.
Right. Very nice. So, all right, give me a second, guys. Get this on back in. So, I got this list right here.
A black Avet, yeah, Venom. Yeah, that's a good idea. The Venom setup. Black reel, white line. When I ran Jerry Brown, I predominantly ran white with Jerry Brown back in the day. Looked cool.
Ready to go forward? I'll break the tree. Okay, here's the thing. I know, are we trying to get all of it done at one time or start with surface first? No, wait, surface first? One surface first, bring those.
I did run black line a few times on my black reels. Looked real cool. There was a line called Black Widow, I believe. It was like this type of mono. I used to use it on my top shots on my cast outs, and it was kind of like almost like a wine color red on the black. It looked really cool. Looked really cool. I don't know if that line still exists. I haven't been fishing in a while. Harness. I don't know what Albert uses right now. I used to use the AFCO. Uh, their top of the line one from AFCO. I like that one. I also use the Black Magic. Black Magic was nice. It was just a little slower to put on, but very comfortable. But I really did like my AFCO. I don't know what's out right now. There's probably some new stuff. Albert would probably know better now on what's a good harness now.
Okay, so we can knock it up. Yes, sir.
All right. Back. Yeah. Now,
Hey Albert, they were asking about harnesses. What do you recommend now?
there's a couple of them. There's the Black Widow that's pretty nice that I've used. There's the Brute Buster, the big plate across the bottom with a sit-in harness. Now, if you want to spend good money and all of that, that Gorilla, what is it, the Gorilla X or something like that, that
See,
one
that's all
piece.
new stuff. That's on you.
Yeah, that one piece deal, that is pretty phenomenal. I like that because it holds the rod and reel in place, and it's phenomenal. But you're looking $500 just for that plate right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's insane. And then I don't know if it includes the harness on it on stuff like that, but if you're looking about a $300 to $400 system, the Black Widow uh, and the Brute Buster by ASCO are pretty two good sit-in systems that will work. Make
Yeah,
sure
the
you
one I
get the
still have
sticking
is an AFCO.
style, not the lower back
Works.
one. Well,
But
that
there's no, I said this. The one that I have is still in my box. It's the top of the line AFCO. Um, that one, it's comfortable. It works, but there's a lot of other great ones out there.
Gorilla. Yeah, John nailed it.
Gorilla X. Yeah, there we go.
Gorilla. Yeah.
Gorilla X. Okay.
Okay, Alan. I'll check it out in just a bit, boss. I'm working on this, but I'm noticing that I can hear the phone kind of glitching a little bit. So I've got the fan on it, but it's 88 degrees in here, so or 78 degrees, and it's a little too hot. But I'll move some things around, so hopefully it cool it down. I wonder.
You're still streaming smooth on my end.
So what?
You're still smooth on my end. You haven't glitched in a while.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let me see. Yeah. Now we're definitely looking forward to the fishing season, man. They're producing a lot of great catches. It's just you have to put up with the high winds if you want to make anything happen right now, and that's pretty rough, man. It really is.
Yeah, I think we're transitioning from El Nino to La Nina, so there's a name for it. So we get a lot of wind and rain in our area. I think it's called La
Okay.
Nada, but
What do we got
hopefully
here?
there's not a whole lot of nada on the beach.
Right, right. Okay, this is definitely not my splice either. So that's already a red flag for me now. This is not my splice here, so I'm gonna go and down spool it all the way. I was gonna ask him if he wanted me to stop there, but I'm not because if they already put tape on the other rail, more than likely there's tape on this rail.
See what's
And,
see what's
yeah,
under there. Yeah,
exactly. Yep.
time to investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse said, "Do whatever you think is best for everything."
I mean, they did a good job of spooling it though. Looks real nice and level for the most part. It just at the end of the day, you know, what happens at that knot can determine what happens to the rest of your spool. So, you know, I'm already this far. Might as well go all the way and ensure everything's good to go on it.
All knots will hurt you on the upper coast because I hear when like Houston and stuff gets flooded, there's cars that got washed out and stuff. You get so much debris, and that knot is going to be coming up right, hit that debris, and that's going to be your breaking point right there.
Yep.
Splicing,
Very
splicing, splicing, splicing. Always the
And
best way.
and I've actually had guys where the knot wasn't tied correctly, and then they're sitting there trying to fight a fish, and they can't do nothing because they got no drag. Because even though the spool is locked up, the
It's
line is not
spinning.
locked to the spool. And
Yeah.
because it's not locked to the spool, it really doesn't matter what is going on there.
It's like spinners back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want spinners in our fishing reel.
All right. Well, it looks good here. But it's kind of, I'll take it all, just kind of reline it so it's sitting right. And this
Is
is
it
the
taped? I can't
anaconda
tell because
knot.
it's black.
The what?
Is it taped on the spool, or I can't tell because
No,
the spool is black?
there's no tape. It's actually got a
Okay.
good anaconda knot. They just
Okay,
kind
cool.
of have it sloppy on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix it. But right here, guys, if y'all are paying attention, that's loose line. Let me go ahead and give y'all a little.
Yeah, center up. There you go.
There you go. So y'all can see how well this knot works. This is loose, right? But as soon as I put any kind of pressure, I'm barely pulling on it. I'm talking like barely, look, like that. But that's how well it grips the spool when you have it wrapped that many times. And I'm telling you, look, I'm putting slack in it on that side and it's still gripping. You know what I mean?
Nice.
It
Yeah.
needs a little bit of tension and it starts to grip. The clicker on this is pretty stout. Like it takes some weight to move it. But that's the thought process of the anaconda knot right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to center it up. There you go. There you go.
Good.
Well, actually, this is going to have to come off either way because he wants that other line underneath it. But I'm just going to kind of show you because now we got such bright colors to show you how this works. So now that I got it loosened up over here, what I'm going to do now, y'all can see these individual threads, right? Right here.
It's clear. Yeah.
Okay. So as I'm starting to tighten it up here, and all I'm doing is pulling on this, and when it's tied in the correct direction, it's going to make the spool turn in the correct direction. Now, obviously, when I hit the spot where it can't turn anymore because I'm level with the spool right here, as it cranks here, as you're cranking the handle, it'll continue to lock up. And you can see it, all these, the threads start to grip the spool and it creates a lock. So you can see that? See
Yeah.
how these move this way and these move the opposite way? So basically it's creating a locking mechanism right there. So that knot is what's gripping the spool to make this knot work. The second knot is the hollow core splice back in on itself and is long enough to where the tag end is actually right here. So it's doubled up all the way through. So this would be perfect to leave as is and to continue spooling up. However, Jesse wants me to put all this braid that I took off the other reel onto this one, and that way we could fill it back up and max it back out. So that's what I'm going to go and do. So take this off, and actually you'll see me tie the anaconda knot again to get it. And since this is all hollow, we don't lose anything. Everything's going to be salvageable to continue on doing it. So,
Slide it back. Nice.
yes, sir. Oh, I love the clicker on this thing. It reminds me of like a vehicle that's just sitting there, like an old school American muscle car, just you know what I mean?
Cammed out.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, they did really good on that clicker. I like it.
All right, there we go. Got the splicing done.
Cammed out VA. Yep. Kind of also makes me think of like a Jaguar, like that grumble that it might have. Did nice on that sound.
That shows you, and I didn't have no pressure on the other side. Just the weight of the line was making it grip enough to where it was turning the clicker on that reel. That's how
Nice.
well that anaconda knot works. So very, very, very strong knot. So again, proof right there, guys. You don't need tape. You don't need mono to tie your hollow core braid to your spool. And this knot works on all sizes of reels. I mean, I try little bait casters with the 20-pound hollow core, all the way up to the 130. Shoot, I've done Everalls, the 22 odd, 24 odd, or whatever, that big one. I've done that as well, and it works like a champ. So
Nice. I'll be right back.
yeah. So now we're gonna go and splice this back in, and actually this works out nice because he's got some pink line on top, so it's gonna splice into the pink right there, and you'll be good to go. I just need to put this back on before I can do anything. And so me and Jeff got a bet going on right now for all the weights and everything that got to get poured for the 2 orders that we got. And I basically told him if he can pour it all out, he'll get a very nice bonus on top of his check, because it is pretty hot out there. But again, too, y'all seen me do it, but we know it can be done. It's not. I'm not asking him to do anything that's can't be done. It's already been done, and y'all know this because I was in the lives showing you all the weights that I poured throughout the day, or even through those few hours that I was working. So it can be done. I just gotta offer sometimes a little incentive. Goes a long way to make some goals happen. So definitely will help us, get a couple notches forward. It's just now I'll be here at the shop by myself doing it all, which is nothing new. Just another day in the game. I just heard a vehicle turn on and you can hear that puttering sound. All right, so I've wrapped the spool, and look, just with that, I hadn't even done nothing. Shows you how well the knot is working. And there's no tape, there's no grip. That's a smooth arbor right there. So very, very nice. Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, I like high vis lines. I like being able to see where my line is at. When I'm fishing, when bait's going out, when bait's sitting out there, I love being able to see my line and what it's doing, because when I run my baits and they're out there like this, I'll pay attention to that. Actually, let's do this. Let me back up a little bit. When I run out my baits and they're out there like this, I can see that. But after a while, if you see one like this, then it tells you something has happened with this line here. And by being able to see your line and have some kind of reference point after you drop the bait will really, really help your game out of fishing, because then you already know something is happening without the clicker even going off, or the line slacking up. Because a lot of fish will do that. They'll pick it up and they'll move parallel to the beach, and there's enough line out there that no line will slack up because the amount of water weight as well. And there's things going on. And if you don't have the ability to see your line, you may not know that something's happening, and you need to already be harnessed up because it's about to turn coat on you and run. So, but yes.
That's what happened one time at a tournament. Brent's bait that would have been first place. I mean, a shark. It swung in, but it didn't pull. It just kind of pendulumed in, but it was storming, so we couldn't really see.
Oh yeah, that one where the northern blew in early in the morning.
Yeah, you were there. Yeah.
Yep.
And
I
we
remember that one.
got the video. I think it was like the next day, and for sure that would have been first place.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because it was way down beach. It was storming, and so he got up. He was like, "I'm gonna go reel it in," and I was knocked out of sleep. I was like, "All right, bro, go for it." So he was on his trailer, like a good few yards away from my truck, and so I couldn't hear him screaming or saying anything. And he just ran down beach, and someone that was driving by I got pictures and videos, but we couldn't get in time for the tournament for awards.
Yeah. I didn't hear you, boss. Single drops, yes. Do you want like short drop or like long drops? Right there, right past the the cola box, you can see down toward about your waist level. There's single drop leaders. There's 2 liters per bag. You got J hooks and you got circles. If you want bigger hooks, then you would go with the redfish series, which are a little further down, but those are longer. Those are smaller drops, and if you like to see them, I can pull them out of the bag for you. Yes, yeah, we make all the leaders in house. Yes, sir. Which ones? The Pompano or the double drop? That one's $8.79. Yeah, the main line on those is 100 or 130. We actually started making them with some heavier line, and then the drop sections are 100-pound test.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh man. So, you got a lot of line going off this reels. And see, and that I was asked the question like, how many yards of line do you think you spool off on reels? You know, if we actually counted how much line that I down spool and then re-spool, that
Wrap
number
the
would
earth a few times.
easily, yeah, would easily double up for sure. So, what are y'all talking about in there? Very mixed match. I get called
Cleveland
Cleveland Brown
Brown
because I
Coon.
wear yellow fishing shirts and I was fat.
Okay. Cleveland Brown.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So the other day, my daughter asked me if I've ever been bald, and I was like, "Yeah." I said I was bald. She goes, "How long ago?" I said, "Shoot, a long time ago." So I started going through my Facebook because I actually had what they call the tiger stripe haircut, and it was a haircut I set up, but it's most famous by the movie with Bruce Willis in it, The Fifth Element, where that guy had that
Oh
weird
yeah.
cat, and it was that one. Remember that haircut I had like that? Were we friends then, Raj? When I started catching all the tigers after I got that haircut? Yeah, we had to have been because I'd already caught the
Yeah.
world record. Yeah.
I just don't
Right.
recall seeing you much like that. My vision's always like a beard and like you got that good hair.
Right. Yeah, no, it would take me a while to find it, but I'll find that picture, guys. And so I was showing the kids that, and they're like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And I was like, I was having fun. I was young, you know. It's like, and I mean, I wasn't young, but I was young, younger.
Just trying it out. I like this
Yeah,
look
and
now. I'm gonna rock this. I don't care how gray I get. This is my style now.
right, yeah. So, and it was funny because I told him, I said, watch what happens after I catch my first tiger. So I caught my first tiger, then I caught my second tiger. Well, I caught my first one, and then it was like 11 months later, and I was like, man, wait till I catch my next one. You ready, boss? All right, hold on just a second, guys.
Yeah, yellow and black looks really nice on there. Got bumblebee.
Oh yeah.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. So I guess while we wait, you guys make sure and subscribe to Sharkotic on YouTube so you can be part of the Christmas giveaways. And we'll try to do some other giveaways before, of course. Just we're trying to get the channel kicked off. We just started this year pushing it. So
Sure,
it'll be
you're already
nice to
almost to 1,000, brother.
nice. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just telling them, while we were waiting, I was like, go ahead and you guys jump on. Don't forget Sharkotic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're almost to 1,000. What are you gonna do when you hit 1,000? Do you have anything planned?
No, because I wouldn't have my view hours left set. But you know what? Maybe I should just anyways, just for the 1,000. I'll figure out something cool. I'll go live in the studio and we'll do something.
Shit. Um, I will donate 50 of the plastic lures to however you decide to do a giveaway for your 1,000 subscriber mark.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, I'll organize something then. All right, let's do that.
There you go.
We're almost
There you
there.
go, guys. Yeah, but dude, like literally,
I think.
when
Go ahead.
because when the like on the other on that phone, when it comes on, it shows your logo and how many subscribers you have.
Oh, cool.
So I saw that you're like 910 or something like that.
910. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad. We're getting there. We'll get some more stuff out. I think when we do the live for Take a Bite Out of Cancer, that'll give us a good jump there too, because we'll be live for a while on that one.
There you go. Oh yeah. Yep.
Have ever
That'll be
fished
real.
East
That'll.
Coast Florida? I got a question. Yes. And West. Yeah, I fished both sides. I just haven't fished down in the Keys on the south side. The poker chips, just when I run into you guys, everywhere we go, we pass them out, restaurants, wherever, we just pass them out, banks, people run into. So Albert's gonna get his set. So for anyone that jumped on later, that didn't see these earlier, I showed you guys mine. So I did a box for Albert, and his looks like that. The QR, and of course we did it green.
Yep, man, that looks so sweet on there, bro. That's freaking.
Collectibles.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And they're clay, they'll last a lifetime.
Might have to get me a whole setup for poker night.
There you go. Well, you can. It does get pricey to do that, but you
Yeah.
can, set up all the different colors with your logo and your denominations. Some people do $1, $5, $10, $20. Some people do $100, 500, 1,000, 10,000.
Man, that'd be
I'll play
sweet.
the 10,000 pennies though. 10,000 pennies. But yeah, no. This website is cool, man, and they're quick. They don't take too long. It's pokerchips.com. We're not sponsored or anything, but it's a good company. They do a really good job. Everything's printed very neat and clear. The lines are crisp, and the chips are all clay, and they sound just like casino chips. I always walk around with like 10 in my pocket, and it's a habit now.
Sidewinder says he's got a bunch of new plastics to donate. Can somebody post up the Team Hard Life email up there, guys? And so if you'd like, Sidewinder, you can send an email to the Team Hard Life email and show us what kind of plastics that you'd like to donate, because we also have veteran groups down here, or child fishing groups and stuff like that, where we donate a lot of our stuff that comes in that way to them to help them out, so they don't have to purchase stuff like that. So when it comes in free to us, we give it to them as well. And got a lot of videos showing where a lot of that gets paid forward. We're waiting for
Cool. Teamhardlife1@gmail.com.
Yep. I forgot, man. I feel so shitty right now. With Oscar and the group that he has, the Fanatics, they go out and they go to public schools and teach them. They do public events, and we got a bunch of lures that were donated by Frankenstein Lures. And I need to show. I think I did an unboxing video, but I'll do another video showing them here pretty soon. or maybe after this, depending on how much time we got, because all this spooling is taking a toll on the time. But hey, it's cool. More shows a lot of the work we do over here behind the scenes.
Yeah, that group Fanatics has done a really good job, man. I remember when he started, uh, and he's come a long way. He's done really great, especially with the kid stuff. Been to a lot of things, a lot of events, made them more fun with little games and stuff that he has going on too.
Mm-hmm.
Real good, great group.
Yes, sir. Yep. All right. Yeah, that was definitely one of my splices right there because it's short. Look,
There you go.
look right there. Boom. So you know that one was one of mine. So but we'll get it going. We'll keep it rocking from there. And right there is 742 yards. 742 yards.
Damn.
So that'll be a good marker
Yeah,
for you,
1,000. Yeah.
Jesse. You know that if you're ever getting down there, you know you got 700 yards of line left. So, and actually, you know what? I'll write that down just for his info when if he needs it. Uh, that way, you know, it helps. It helps if you're fighting a big old fish, man. And on a 130, if he's taking you down like that, man, you definitely need to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So go ahead and drop till you see yellow, and
Yep.
then let it sit, because you would have done do over 1,000 yards.
Yep. No, Dusty's right. Tomorrow we got our fire drawing going on.
Oh,
It's a
nice.
$10 buy-in for that, and yep, you can buy as many tickets as you want to do that. And our goal is to beat $3,400. That's our biggest one that we have done for
I
the
was there for
fire
that one,
drawings
right?
and stuff like
Was that
that.
the one I
So,
was there for, or did it come
what,
back higher again?
what was that?
Was that the one I was there for, or did it come back higher? Because I think when I was there it was like 3, or was it 34?
It was 3,400.
It was 34.
Was
Okay.
the biggest one, yeah. So, yeah, and we actually did a bonus of $200 on top. So take home was
Okay, I was there for that. Yeah.
$3,600 on that fire drawing, which was amazing.
Nice. I wish I could win that. Man, that would be amazing. Well, that would take care of the Christmas and leave some more back. What time
Zion,
you starting your drawing tomorrow?
can
Oh,
you
sorry. Go
send
ahead.
me the link through the email for those harnesses so I could check them out? Because definitely, you know, if there's a company that's putting a great product out there that's reasonably priced, you know, we're all about looking at too. No, don't get me wrong. I want one of those grill locks just because I know what it has to offer. So I'm looking at that, but we'll see what's up on the market for sure. Yeah, Roger won that one. Got himself a phenomenal shark rod and an ADT Rex spooled up and still has credit left over.
Nice.
Yep.
Can't argue with that. That's
Whoa,
just
what was that?
wow.
Something there. I think it might have been a twist in the line, but I'm just double checking because I hadn't felt nothing in a while. Yeah, no, it's a splice. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
splice.
factory splice.
No, one of my splices.
Oh, okay,
I can
okay.
tell
Sorry.
because again, it's only it's only that long. Like, oh, got my croco here. Yeah, literally. There you go again. When you do things a certain way, you can be able to tell your work. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
that's for
exactly.
sure. All right.
What time you starting the drawing tomorrow?
Team Hard Life #1 at gmail.com. That's the YouTube email. And you know what? I'm gonna cut that off. That last little bit. The reason I'm gonna cut it off, guys, is I'm gonna show y'all. See how white it looks right there? Yeah, that's been sanded up pretty good. So if it's going to be that deep in the spool, I definitely don't want that would end up being a weak point there. And yeah, no, I'm going to go and it's only a few yards, so I'd rather chance a few yards rather than a big fish. So.
Yeah.
And actually, there's a bit of frayage right there. Where's that dirt? Nope, that's dirt. Okay. It looked like fray, but no, it's. I think we're good right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 24 feet. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So now we can splice in the rest of his line. And this is all the line that was on that 80. This is what was on the 80. So it looks about right on the spool. But now it's going to show you the true trousers of the beast. I'm trying to find a way to rightly say it, but the going from the 80 to the 130 T-Rex is a whole different monster, guys, and it's going to show you the amount of line capacity this thing has to offer. And so when people do ask me, "Hey, man, I want to get into shark fishing, this and that," I want to tell them about the 130 T-Rex, but also too, I have to play within the parameters of what they have available on funding because this reel by itself is $1,500. And then to fill it up like this it's some serious coin, but at the same time you're about to understand why. So what I mean by the why is all this line that already spooled off that 80 almost filled up that 80, right? Well, you can see it's got about maybe halfway spool on this one, on the 130, and I still have plenty of room to add line on there. So the selling point on this one for me, for a lot of people, is if you're only able to get one reel and you want to ensure that you can fish during a tournament and keep fishing, or even during a regular fishing trip, if you get cut off with this reel, it enables you to keep fishing the reel. Whereas if on the other one, if you lose 1,000 yards, you might not be able to fish it as deep as you want to go, or fight a biggest fish as you can leisurely. You have to put the brakes on it. And don't get me wrong, these Avets are on a whole nother level of putting the brakes on some fish. But for me, having the ability to rerun and rerun and rerun without worrying about having to spool up a reel while I'm fishing is a huge bonus for me. And like I said, it's just for me. This may not be the thought process of everybody else. I'm just sharing the knowledge as to why I would prefer it. But again, too, it's money. So most people jump into the 80s before this one. But also, too, the sheer weight of this thing is no, it's heavy. So it's not a reel that you're going to be sitting there and wanting to hold on to every day. But it's a beast.
The thing is with the 130, you could always fish a 130. You can fish it like an 80. You can fish it like a 50. You can fish it like a 30. But you can't do it the other way around. So with this reel, you could drop short if you want. You can fish it like a small reel. You could drop deep. It's more versatile.
No, they're not. Okay, so they were asking for some other company. I was like, no, it's not. Well, why? Well, I got you on the phone. I'm sorry, I just hung up. Especially when I answer hard life bait and tackle. Oh.
Probably some scam thing.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. So. Yes, I still run 130 hollow core on my T-Rex 80 or 130 and my 80s. And right now I'm at 1,211 yards. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you all that. I'm at 1,211 yards of line right there.
Nice.
And I still got about an inch of spool exposure right there. That's my fingertip. So.
And the spool is widening out as you go.
Exactly. Yeah, the diameter has gotten bigger. So I'll be able to put a lot more line on
More.
this reel. We're gonna rock it. Oop, it was off. I looked away for a second and thought something wasn't right. It wasn't right. Yeah, the reason why I run 130 on my T-Rex 130 is, to be honest, I have ran 200-pound tests, but when I was paddling out baits, I noticed that I couldn't get the distance that I like to normally get. So I switched back to the 130, which also increased my line capacity. And so that's why I'm able to make that comment that I just made of being able to run it out, get cut off, and rerun it and not have to worry about not having enough line to fight whatever decides to pick up my bait at that given time. So.
If the debris is not terrible out there, 130, that'll do it. That's all you need. And then if you do get cut off, like Albert said, you still got a lot of line left. Run it back out.
Yeah. And I think I've got a video where, yeah, I do. When I was kayaking next to Bob Hall Pier, and my 130 got cut off, and I ran it back out there and was able to find my line. There's video proof of me having enough line on the reel that I was able to tow the line back out to find my other line, and splice it back in. Well, not splice it, but tie it back in while I was offshore on a kayak, and keep fishing it from where it was at, because the hollow core was floating on the surface, whereas solid braid would have fell to the ground and you would never find it, or the monofilament would have been the same way. You would have not seen it, and it would have been gone.
Got to push that line. Yeah. So one time I fished Florida, and we're doing maybe 500-yard drops, but there's a lot of debris out there. From what we heard, the Air Force dropped a lot of stuff out there, a lot of coral and stuff. So if we didn't turn these fish very quickly with a lot of drag, they were going to run us up on debris. And I lost some big fish, and I'd reel up, got like 15, 20, 30 feet of fray, tearing up 200-pound mono and Mamoy diamond and 200-pound Jerry Brown, just like nothing. Bad spot. A lot of fish, but bad spot.
Well, I just passed up 1,800 yards on here.
Whoa.
Still rocking. Coming up on 1,900. Yeah, no, and I totally understand that, and that's why when I caught the world record, it stood for so long, or actually it would have stood a lot longer had they not said my 200 foot of 200-pound mono wasn't an all tackle world record, because my 100-pound test, landing my 12'6" tiger with that, would still be standing, because nobody on the East Coast likes to use smaller line weight classes like that than I did. So, and actually my 13'2" tiger on 130, I brought it to the beach from 1,800 yards out in 35 minutes. My 12'3" from 600 yards off the end of Bob Hall, which is another 400 yards, to the beach in 35 minutes. But it was because we had to walk all the way down to the beach as well, too. So.
Yep.
Okay, so right there was
Green.
200 yards right when I hit that one. So that's 2,200 yards of line right there, and we're still rolling. What are you going to be doing out there for work, Alan? Yeah, true. Rex will mess up some fishing line.
Oh, for sure. And November is going to be good for fishing too out there. Florida's nice that time of year. Great white dusky season. Yep.
Yeah, that great white is definitely one of my bucket list sharks right there for sure.
That would be amazing. One day. For us, it's probably more the time. So we just don't
What
have
was that?
time to spend out there. I said for us, we're so busy, we don't have the time to spend out there. But I'm pretty sure we got the tackle and the knowledge to make it happen for sure if we could just line up the time.
Yep. All right, guys, that's 2,575 yards of line, and I'm still,
Still going.
still going. Yeah.
2,500 plus. Nice. Yeah, earlier when I said drop to the yellow, I forgot you're on a 130. I was thinking an 80. So I was like, just drop till you see yellow. But now I'm like, okay, it's a 130. My bad. Don't do that. Too far. You'll be in
Oh,
Cuba
shit,
by
I
then.
will. I'll drop 2,500 yards out. No worries. Only because it is the 130. You know what I mean? 2,700. Oh, something's there. Might be a splice, is what it looks like, but I'm gonna double check. Yeah, it's a splice. Little tag end is sticking out. Oh no, that's not.
uh,
Yeah, that is. Cut that off a little bit. There you go. Cinch it back down. Ooh, I found a fray right there. Can y'all see that? Where is that line though? Okay. Way back the other way.
Jesse Matthews asked if you got his reel shipped yet.
What reel were we supposed to ship? You got to remember too, guys. Like where I fish compared to where everybody else fishes, two different worlds. Uh, you know, there's a lot of times where we fish and we try to fish up close. 200, 300 yards, 500, and there's no fish.
Sometimes it's
So we got to,
shallow.
yeah.
It's shallow on the Texas coast there. And we got
So
3 bars for the most part, and we got to get past those bars to get in some deeper water. I mean, a low tide, you could almost get out to the 3rd bar easily if you're a tall person.
yep, yep. And sometimes they just ain't close. I wish they were. Trust me. I don't. I don't go out there just because I like to kayak. That's definitely not it. It's just sometimes when you run bait, and that's what we do. We'll run baits like this, 200, 500, 800, 1,000, 1,500. And if nothing touches, then we start going out further than that. You know what I mean?
Excuse me.
So, and, sometimes you have to do that, especially if you're in a tournament. You can't just keep putting baits where no fish are at. And then you'll learn real quick because once you drop a bait out there, within an hour, you're picked up. So you start running everything out there. And that's where all the fish are at. Sometimes you have to do it. Now, granted, like I said, if I didn't have to, I wouldn't. Trust me. I'd rather be
You
sitting
go
on my
Forrest
butt on
Gump
the
once you
beach.
get in the kayak.
Yeah, I'd rather be sitting on the beach chilling, fighting a fish than being on the kayak for an hour, kayaking trying to get out there. So, yeah, no, definitely it's, and sometimes they are up close where we're only dropping 300 yards. And y'all seen that where we run baits out like that doing our normal spread and we start getting cut off at 400 yards. So we start running everything 300 and 350 and we start smashing on the shark. So,
It
yeah.
happens. When I
Yep.
got the Shark Fest, it was my shortest bait. Right before 3rd, it got rough, and I was going out there, and I just couldn't get past the wave. So I just dropped right there, right right after third, just right after third, and came back, and that one got it.
That was that 7 foot plus, right?
Yeah, I think it was a bull. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were hearing stories. People were talking about hammers and lemons. I wasn't even going to go to awards. And when I pulled up to awards, I was like, I'm glad I came.
Yep. Yep. We always hear that
Rumors. That's the
every.
next thing. At the tournaments, don't worry about rumors. Turn in your fish. Turn in your pictures. Go anyways.
I mean, obvious proof when I won second place with a 24 inch.
You never know. There's lots of rumors. Lots of rumors.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Spotted 750, 400 yards, lemon. Yeah.
Coming up on 2,800 and
Especially if you're
2,800
in
and
Texas, the upper coast, those lemons, man, Bolivar has been really good on lemons. If I were to target lemons, that's where I would go. I would hit up Bolivar and target lemons there. A lot of big lemons caught there.
shoot, 11 footers, 12 footers. Yep. No doubt. All right, let me see. Jesse, those got boxed up. No, they didn't go out. I see all the boxes over here on this counter. I'll move them over there and they'll go out tomorrow morning. They are boxed up, ready to roll. So. And the other Jesse that these rolls on, you want me to leave it like this and go ahead and splice in or do the end of the line loop?
I gotta be.
No, we're not allowed to use mackerel for bait because it's a game fish here in Texas.
I wish.
Yep.
I saw a fun bait. Right, I was at the one of them Asian stores, Hong Kong or Hong Dong, one of those in Houston, and they had that parrotfish. Those greenish bluish parrotfish. So
Uh-huh.
they were selling it there for food, and I always wanted to run one as a shark bait just to see what would happen. And so
Uh-huh.
it was there one week, and then like a few weeks later, I planned a trip. I went back to because they have stingrays there too, and crabs. So I would stop off at the Asian market and get bait. And when I went back, they didn't have it, and I never had an opportunity to stop back and just try that because that'd be a pretty interesting catch. I caught that on a parrotfish.
Yeah, people bought lots of mine when I told them I caught it on blackfin tuna on my tiger. They're like, "What? You didn't eat it?" I was like, "It was bait." All right, real quick, Jesse. So, do you want a top shot on this? Because I can. You got room. You can definitely get at least another 200 to 300 yards of line on here.
I would if it was me. Everybody's different.
Everybody different. That's what I gotta ask. I don't assume anything. Oh man, let's see. 'Cause right now you're sitting at
No
2,800
top shot.
yards. No top shot. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go.
California view sardines.
Well, sardines are a different type of bait. Yes, we can use sardines over here all day long, but Spanish mackerel and king mackerel we are not allowed to use.
And
Same,
sharks.
and sharks, redfish, speckled
Yeah.
trout. Um, what else? Swordfish we can't use. Um, what else? There's. If you look on Texas Game Fish, the list there, it'll tell you all the different types of game fish that are not allowed to be used. Now,
Just drop
don't
a
be.
whole turkey.
I've done that. I've done it. I did a
For
butterball turkey out there. Yeah,
real?
I left it out there for 3 days. When I went to go pick it up, it was floating.
Oh damn. Hey man, I
I
think a
was like,
tiger would
dude,
hit it. I think a
dude,
tiger would go for a turkey if it's around. I mean, you can smell a turkey when you cut it open. That's got to leave a good scent trail.
Oh man, dude, there was an oil slick for hundreds of yards. You could
I
see
bet.
it. So I couldn't understand why it didn't get picked up. Like it
Tiger
just
just
tells
wasn't
me
in the
that
area.
it was not in the area. Yep. Yep.
If he was
So
there, he would hit that. I bet he would.
I know I would have.
Yeah, me too.
All right. All right. What time is our live on? How much time is it on there?
We are at 144 minutes,
Okay.
over 2 hours.
Got one more maybe to play with, and then I'll go and end the video because I definitely want to see my time on there. We're doing 150-pound tight line on this one. Oh man, a lot of line on here.
Man, I've ran black drum. I've ran them alive too, and I've circle hooked them in like the behind the head, their little bump. Left him out there for like for sure 2 days. Probably on the third day, I reeled him back up. He was still alive. Nothing hit it. I took off the hook and sent him on his way. I haven't had good luck with black drum. Some people probably do. I just never worked for me. Again, probably not in the area
Yep.
because he was kicking. He was alive. He was kicking.
Hey, do you
I thought he
remember?
was gone.
Hey, do you remember in South Padre when I ran the live chicken?
What?
Do you remember when I ran the live chicken?
Yeah, I remember you running a live jack.
Well, yeah, that's another story. No.
I don't
Oh
know about the
man,
live
dude.
chicken.
Yeah, we got it from one of our buddies. We're at check-in for one of
Oh,
those
okay. I
tournaments.
thought you were joking. Okay. All right, cool. I want to hear this one.
Yeah, so one of our buddies from Corpus was there, and he's like, "Yeah, I got 3 chickens or whatever, and I'm gonna run them." I was like, "Dude, I got jacks or whatever," and he's like, or it was either Jack or Canos. I ended up trading him. Oh, this really looks beautiful. Ho,
Hmm.
ho, ho, wee. That
The
is
purple always look
pretty.
nice,
Yep,
especially if you
yep.
got a rod with some purple guides. Because I've done a what were the Afcos, and I powder coated them purple just like the reels for my cousin Junior. You know Junior. Bro,
Yep.
it looks like a hot rod. Looks like a hot rod.
Damn.
So I'm not saying
So
this is
back.
something anybody should try, but please don't because you'll probably go to jail. But I
What's
was
that?
hanging out with some buddies, and their grandpa was saying that back in the days where they live, there's a lot of stray cats. So when they're going out fishing, they used to grab uh, the stray cats and put a hook through them and toss them overboard. And we're not talking land based; they were out in their boats. But again, you know, most likely illegal back then, but for sure now you'll go to jail if you do something crazy like that. But they said when the cat hits the water, it freaks out, and they said there was more sharks in the water back then, so they would just boom get picked up quickly. Fishing with cat.
Well, to continue on with that story, I actually talked to a guy that
Yeah,
actually
there's a
did
2 liter
that.
one
And he said the same
on the
thing, that
bar.
what they would do, they would take a litter of cats, they would put one out there, they would hook it right behind the neck, and they would throw it out there. And it would swim along, swim trying to get away from the boat because of the hook. And when it got tired and it would start to drown, they'd pull it in, take it off the hook, and then put another cat out there. And he said that after they went through all of them or whatever, then they would strip the skin off and throw it out there like that, and they would hook it. And I was like,
Oh
why
wow,
would y'all do that? I mean, obviously, because, it's bloody. He said, but he said cat blood, though, or cat bodies, their framework, the way they work it, was that it would tighten up and it would hold the blood longer. So it wouldn't get waterlogged as quickly as everything else would
interesting.
put. Like if you put it out there, that if they had to wait longer for a shark to get there, that's why they preferred cat. I was like, wow. And so, yeah. And I don't, and to tell you the truth, this story I heard so long ago, I don't remember what he said that if it was legal or not back then and stuff like that. But
It probably
yeah,
wasn't,
that's I do
but now
remember the
you'll go to
part where
jail.
him saying that they would go to they would pick up the stray cats around the neighborhood and they would do it like that. So it's like, wow.
Yeah, same. They
So,
would be like, back then. I mean, we're talking Brownsville, Texas. They're like, there's so much strays that on their way out. They'll just grab them on the way out. Here, come here, kitty. Let's go.
all right. Okay, so back to my chicken deal.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's go to the chicken story.
so, so my buddy was that way, and he was talking about it because they were chasing. One of the chickens got out, and I was like, "Well, shoot, man!" I said, "How about I trade you, a cow nose for a chicken?" And he's like, "Done." So I was like, "All right," because he had the same idea. So I got out there. I rigged up the bait that I had, and I was going to put it on a float ridge so it could float. And I did it. And I started kayaking out there, and while on the kayak, the chicken ends up dying on me.
Took off. Oh shit!
It
Thought he
had a
jumped
heart
off.
attack.
Oh
No,
jeez.
yeah, I had him to where he couldn't move, jump off, but he could move around in the back.
Yeah.
And yeah, he ended up having a heart attack before I could get to where I needed to go. And
That's because you were probably
uh,
doing like 2,000 yards. It probably took you. He
no,
was already
no,
like, just drop me already, man.
no, I only did it like 600 yards because I
Oh
had
jeez.
the float, and I wanted to be able to watch the float.
Hey, just
So
stress got him.
damn it.
So in Florida, can you use iguana as bait? I wonder if you strip the skin off a iguana and toss that uh, offshore, what would happen?
Damn it.
I gotta imagine that like groupers and stuff hit that because they're always swimming in the channels and canals and stuff over there in Florida. So something's got to eat it aside from crocodiles.
Damn it. Yeah. Listen.
In Trinidad, we eat iguana.
This is some Dharma crap.
Yes, you can. Cool.
I
Some
mean,
Dahmer.
hey guys, I've never,
Oh wait, so
growing
did
up,
you still drop
I
it though?
didn't like cats. I'm a dog person, I like dogs kind of deal.
Yeah, I'm a
I
dog
have
guy. I
guinea
could never
pigs
do
and
that
all
to
of
a
that.
dog.
Yeah, but I could not stoop to that kind of level and do that. Now, chicken, yeah.
Oh no, it'll break my heart for a dog. Yeah, no, I can't do that. No. I wouldn't. It's not possible for me to do that to a dog. For a cat, I wouldn't do it either way. But if it was legal, I probably would. But so did you drop the? Did you end up dropping the chicken though?
Yeah, I
Even though it
dropped it
died?
out there, but since it died on me, I was like, well, what good is a floating chicken gonna do? So I stripped up the skin off and left it
Bumper
like
sticker,
that, so
bro.
that way.
What good is a floating chicken gonna do?
Exactly. So I stripped it off and got the blood and guts in the water, so it chummed the water, and I left it there. And 3 days later, picked it up and nothing.
Damn.
I was kind of pissed, man. Yep.
I thought you were joking.
I
All right,
was
cool.
really hoping that I'd hook a tiger on a chicken.
That'd be cool. I mean, they eat birds. They do.
Yeah,
Albatrosses, all types of birds. They'll take them off the
yeah,
top.
yeah. But none of those birds you can use legally.
Well, yeah.
So
We
that's
can use
why
the chickens.
yeah. Yeah, no doubt. And man, this
We need a
combo
parrot.
turned dark real quick.
Yeah, maybe we gotta change the topic because now, man, parrot's gonna be an expensive bait.
Oh, that's too funny. Well, I mean,
You
I
could
talked
dodge
to
a
a lot of
wrench.
the
You could
guys.
dodge a ball. Take a
I've
duck,
talked
man.
to I've talked to guys that do alligator gar hunting, and they love using crow hearts. So they go out there and they shoot the crows, and then they use the hearts for bait, and they say they catch monster alligator gar like that.
Interesting.
So I still have yet to do it because I don't. When do I ever see a crow kind of deal up close to be able to catch it or kill it?
All right. Yeah, we see a lot of them blackbirds, but that's not a crow. A crow. When you see a crow, you know it's a crow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the blackbirds, the bigger ones, ravens or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I couldn't do a duck. They just too. Yeah, no, I couldn't do it.
Well, in the
Chicken.
Caribbean, we eat duck. Just did a duck cooking competition last week and placed fourth.
How'd you do?
I got fourth place,
Nice.
but they only give trophies 1 through third. But I still won a raffle for like a $2,000 office chair. I gave it to my dad.
You what? The what?
They had like a $2,000 office chair,
Uh
and retail was $3,000. But they
huh.
put the receipt on there. It's $2,000 for the chair. They had two of them. I won one of the two.
Nice.
So that came out better than winning the trophy, but because the trophy didn't come with cash. So I'm like, cool, man. I gave my dad a chair, and now he's comfy in the office. It's a nice chair. It's one of those chairs you can just sit in forever. It's your back and everything is just you're just sitting right.
Oh man.
Parrot rats. Huh.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, man. The different ways we have thought to try to improve our catches and stuff like that. I'm telling you, one of these days I'm gonna get a license plate and gonna say Team Hard Life on it. I'm gonna put a hook on it and I'm gonna run it out and catch me a tiger. Watch.
They found them in their stomachs. They found boots. They found
I'm telling
tires,
you.
license plates. Turtles,
Hey,
of course.
and since it's a lure, because it's a metal lure, as long as I don't put no natural bait on it, I can put a J hook on it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh,
Caught
it's
it on
coming,
a
guys.
license plate.
Huh?
I
What was
said that
that?
catch would be nuts to be like caught it on a license plate and you're there with your catch and the license plate.
Yep, and make it a Team Hard Life one. Yep. So soon I'll be selling those out of the shop.
I got an idea for you too. Watch, check this out. Take one of
I just
these,
need to find somebody who makes license plates.
drill a hole, put a swivel on it, drill another hole, put a hook on it. Top water action.
So on those iguanas, are they allowed to be used for bait? I know you can hunt them and kill them and all of that, but are they, allowed to be used like that?
I mean, you could eat them. I've eaten iguana, but I don't see why not. Yeah, Miami Beach paid iguana hunters $50,000 in 2021, and oh, they're
All
paying
right,
people. I guess
Jesse.
because they're such a nuisance out there. They'll probably love that. Maybe that's the move. Move out to Miami and create a company that we eradicate iguanas for bait. So we get a permit to do all kinds of shit.
All right, so Jesse, you have chartreuse braid on this spool, right? Oh, oh wow, you can use them for bait.
I'm gonna give it
I'm
a
definitely
shot.
gonna have to try. I'm definitely gonna have to try an iguana omelet one of these days for sure.
They taste good, but you can skin them and use them for bait now. That I'm thinking about it, they're easy to skin.
John asked if I own a fishing boat, is it okay if I name my boat after you? Like my first name or Team Hard Life? Okay, cool. All right, so he wants me to finish spooling like this.
Cool. And that green on that purple pops.
I can make the pop.
You guys like that Joker color or like the Incredible Hulk? Yeah, it's a Hulk. Be right back.
That's pretty nice. What's up, Royal? How you doing, boss? Mr. Avet, that's funny. um, let's see. So John wants to use Team Hard Life on his boat as a name. That is fine because when I don't think I'll ever own a boat, to be honest. But if I did, I would put Team Hard Life #1 on there. Is what I would put it. That way, when we go to the award ceremonies and we're in #1 place, it just has that double Ringo. Oh, the hat in here came in. Oh man, definitely interested. I'm just trying to hurry up and pull this so I can be done before the camera cuts out. Give me just a second, boss. I'm almost done. All right, there you go, Jesse. No top shot on this one again. Shark. Oh wow. Okay. All right. So whiskey sent me a picture. Let me check this out real quick. Oh, that is nice. Let's see. There you
Oh,
go. Oh, that's gonna be so sick for Bobby the Bobber. That's gonna be so awesome.
what is that? A hat?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
Did you see it or no?
I just saw a glimpse of it right now.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So I think that one would sit so much better uh, on the Bobby the Bobber compared to the one I do have on there right now. So, how much is on it right now? You're sitting at 1,500 yards. 1,519 yards. Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow for tomorrow's fire drawing, guys. If y'all send through the Cash App today, I won't respond until I actually have your name on the ticket, and once I write it on there, then I give you a thumbs up. So it's kind of a checks and balances for me to make sure that you are good to go. Awesome. Okay. All right, Jesse, I got you. And if I can find the tag end, there it is. Oh yeah. Oh, talk about a day over here, guys. We can. So
Mondays.
Monday, yeah, yep. Saw my chiropractor today. Got my deep tissue massage. Did the foot detox deal, and then
Okay.
got two weight orders going out. And Jeff's supposed to bring me whatever he has ready tonight. And to bring that to me, and hopefully it's all the surf weights. We need five, six, 700 surf weights going out for one order, and then another one I forget the numbers, but that's another couple hundred as well. So yes, sir. And then waiting on confirmation, but looks like we're finally going to get a website up and running. We're just checking on a few things real quick. But yes, and once that goes, guys, it will really be something else because um, yeah, we're due for a website again, and a good one, up and running where y'all can actually interact with it, not just the way it was before. So we are looking at it. Let's see. Yeah, man. Uh, Also, those 2 extra spools of braid you have, hold on to them. The reels are coming. Okay. No worries. Let's see. Jump on.
Whiskey Warrior wants to know if you got 2-ounce to 12-ounce torpedoes.
I can make them. I don't have them on hand. Actually, I had the mold to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, I think it was, ounces. Yep. Mm. All right. All right, Jesse. Also, what are you going to do with this orange 80 T-Rex now that it's got no line on it? Curious, because I've got 3 rods up there that all have orange on it, just don't have an orange reel.
We always have to ask when we see an orange one.
Always got to ask. Yes, sir. So. Ooh, that was close. I was at 1% battery right when I plugged it in. The phone was about to die. So,
I got 10%.
Yep, there you go. How many do I have to order per weight? Let me see what I can do there, Whiskey, and I will get back to you on that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to end the video either way because I don't know if it's charging fast enough to keep up with the amount of usage on it and stuff like that. But again, guys,
If you're at
thank you very
1%.
much. Yeah, and for those of y'all that did subscribe to Sharkotic, keep it rocking, keep sharing it because once he gets to 1,000, he's got a giveaway going. So we're gonna be helping him out with that. And
Sharkotic.
yeah, there it
You can
goes.
Google it. It'll take you to YouTube and Facebook and all that. I think we're the only Sharkotic out there. So, but it was
Good
really
deal.
nice hanging out with you guys, bro. It was always a pleasure to be live with you, man. And I'll see y'all later.
All right, later, boss. Y'all have a good one. Good night,
Yes, sir.
guys.